Yo, what is going on, guys? And welcome to the 7th episode of the Nintendo Nite Podcast. I'm joined today by some two awesome people. We've got Endgame the Cube,
How's it going, everyone?
and we've got Ruffled Rowlet.
Hello.
And we're here to discuss pretty much all the news that's happened in Nintendo in terms of November. We should have some more people. They might be joining a little bit later. They are running a bit late, so they might join like midway through the stream. But we do have some more people coming. But yeah, there is actually a good amount of stuff to talk about in terms of November news. We actually have a lot of stuff, so I figured we could just start with the stuff in the order that it came. And obviously, the first day of November, we got a huge event that happened right away, which was the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. So we got to talk about that. So I guess we could just say, what are your overall expectations? Like, did you like that Direct, or were you not feeling it so much?
I personally didn't love the pacing very much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the way it was spaced out was weird. It was weird showing the tutorials and, like, all that could have been shorter. But looking back, like, I watched it after not being, like, really tired and stuff. And it was actually pretty fun. Like, it did what it needed to do. It announced the story mode. It announced the final character, showed us the final roster, and just kind of like presented us what this game is. So it was like, all right.
Mm-hmm. What'd you think of it, Ruffle? Do you like it?
I loved it actually, and the main reason for that was because of the story mode. I'm gonna be honest, because the story mode was hype. Now, and of course, freaking Piranha Plant. That thing came out of nowhere. I think I said before that stream. I think I said even during like all that. I said, wouldn't it be fun if we got something we totally didn't expect? And that's exactly what we got. Something that I don't think anybody ever expected to be in Smash. Freaking Piranha Plant. So that got me really excited because I was like, this is so out of the blue. Yeah, I'm actually happy that it ended up not being the leak.
Yeah,
I'm happy it was something else.
I got everything in order here, so like all the big stuff we can talk about. So really, the big thing that comes in the beginning was that Ken and Incineroar are the last two new characters that are going to be in the game. So are you guys okay with that? How'd you feel about that? Like when they were revealed?
I am totally fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it because oh no, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to stop my Bellsprout from a bell. No, but yeah, I'm fine with it. Like, the roster was already really good to me before.
Yeah,
I didn't
agree with that.
I mean, they brought back every character. They still put in like new characters like Inkling and Ridley and Isabelle. Like, it's a good roster. I don't think anyone can really argue with that.
Yeah, I think
anybody can play.
People were just building up their hype so much because of the Grinch leak, and then like
Yeah,
and then I think we can all say though, like when that opened up and we saw Ken in the beginning, weren't you all going like, oh, it's real, it's real? And then as soon as we saw Incineroar, we were like, oh man.
I felt differently because I saw that ring. I was like, this is gonna be Ken and Incineroar because it fits with Incineroar's stick and like.
Oh, you saw Incineroar and Ken both in the same trailer.
Yeah. That's how. Like the second I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah. The Bergman was.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how I envisioned the trailer, where it was going to be like Ken, and he was going to be fighting Incineroar, because Incineroar was like this wrestler, and it's a Smash ring. I saw some weird rumor that actually said the trailer was going to look exactly like that, and so for some reason I had the visual in my head. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, like I think some people were just saying it didn't, like I can kind of agree with the fact that it didn't feel weird. It kind of felt weird when you only got two characters in this like final blowout before the game's release, and then have like four characters that were shown off in like that just random August Direct.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? I feel like it should have been the other way around, where like they could have just shown off two characters in the August Direct, and then we could have had like K. Rool and maybe Incineroar and all of them revealed in this one.
Yeah.
And also like in terms that Incineroar, I just feel like wasn't a good way to like have to be like the last character, like like that insane reaction that we got at E3 when they showed off Ridley. Like I feel like Ridley would have been the perfect character to reveal at the end, maybe or something.
Yeah,
like that.
for sure.
I mean?
True.
I don't know. Incineroar just doesn't feel like it brings the hype
in
terms of like characters that people wanted. That's just me though. I mean, I don't know. Some people might be really hyped for Incineroar.
Yeah, and they don't really. I feel like because I remember during the Smash 4, we still got Mewtwo, which was really cool. But like. In terms of the final character reveals, it was like Bowser Jr. and like the Duck Hunt dog, so it was like kind of the same.
Yeah,
choices when you could have done like Pac-Man or like, something really insane. So
But the
they're
thing with
weird, like,
the thing with Smash 4 was that it got leaked ahead of time. You know what I mean? So like everybody
yeah,
already knew it was coming, and we
yeah,
thought
for
that was
sure.
going to be the same thing here, but then that leak turned out to be fake.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. The next big thing that was in there was really the thing that they spent the most amount of time on, which I found like I think I can agree when like you said the pacing was bad, which was the spirits mode. So like when we were talking about that like before, like when we were just speculating what that mode was going to be, everybody was saying it was going to be spirits. So that turned out to be true. But like, is it what you expected it to be? Like, how do you feel about the mode in general?
Yeah, it was kind of just okay. Like it wasn't what I was. It could have been this really cool, crazy thing, but it was just fell flat. Not. It doesn't seem bad to me, but it doesn't seem amazing. It just seems like it's there.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So yeah.
It just feels odd in the way that like he said like okay, there's not going to be any more trophies in this game, but there's going to be like the spirits
PNGs
like,
from Google.
yeah, it's just like artwork that I can just get from their official like page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's what it took to like get all the characters back, then I'm like, I'll trade it off.
Yeah, same thing here. Like, I mean, I think I can agree, and I think a lot of you guys can in the chat as well, in the fact where I don't look at the trophies that much. Like, I feel like I might open up Smash Bros. And look at all the trophies like 1 or 2 times, but then after that, I never really go back to it.
Yeah,
You know
they're
what I
cool
mean?
stuff.
Yeah,
but
like, it was cool.
Not the center of the game. It's
exactly.
not.
Like, I just
the
like look at them
characters.
for a little bit, and then I don't really care anymore. So
Yeah.
he was really emphasizing in the direct too. He said like these take a lot of time to develop, than more time that people could imagine. So
For sure.
And I can see
he
it
even
too.
reiterated that in the Famitsu
Yeah.
column that he does. Again, saying the same thing, that like they wanted to focus on bringing all the characters back, put the labor into that instead of making these models for the trophy.
Yeah, I mean, like I can kind of see it though, because like they have to create the model for every single one of those trophies, so they have to make all that from scratch.
Exactly.
Instead of like this,
Yeah.
where it's just a picture of them, from Google or whatever. But I mean, if we could get like triple the amount of trophies by having spirits instead, I'll gladly take that, because that's what I think he was trying to say. Like they want to incorporate a whole bunch of characters, and it's much easier for them to just have pictures instead of like creating models for all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, how do you feel about that, Ruffle? Did you like that spirits mode?
I love. Oh, sorry for swearing, by the way. I apologize. I just can't, that wasn't a. Sorry, not gonna do it again. I want to slip through. Okay, slip through the cracks. No, but I loved it actually. And it may sound weird, but I think it's because like to me the spirits mode, like I like the spirits mode. Okay, I really like it, like a lot. The reason why is because I'm someone who just loves grinding for different things. Just grinding for different kind of characters and that sort of stuff. So to me, it looks amazing, because even though it's just little images and stuff, which I know it's just PNGs and shit and stuff, it's just, it looks, a little bit wonky, but it's kind of fun to me though, because like collecting every one of them and there being like thousands of them, that's going to be a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for me, that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if anybody else like feels that same way, but to me, that feels like super exhilarating, because, oh my God, okay, I got Groudon. Okay, cool. Let me search for Kyogre as well. Like I could just do like a challenge where I just find all the Pokemon ones. You know what I mean? Like that could be a fun thing to do. So that's a lot of variety to me. Then again, you could have probably, if they had taken some different, a different route, they could have probably made something more that's, more worthwhile and better quality. But to me, that's still fun enough for somebody who is like, who likes to really complete stuff. That looks good to me in, at face value.
Mm-hmm. And I think the thing that makes a lot of sense is this game is going to take a really long time if you want to like complete it all the way. Like, because we already don't know we don't even know how many spirits there's going to be. And I think people have done calcs from like just all the ones that they've shown. And there's at least like 450, I think, just from all the stuff that they've shown us. And you have to level up all of these spirits to 100, I think, also. So it's going to take a really long time if you technically want to get every spirit to level 100. So that's going to be crazy. This game will last like the next 5 to 6 years easily. Like,
Yeah.
And apparently, like, did you guys see one of those, like, there was an account on Twitter that also said there's going to be, like, free updates, apparently, where they're going to add more spirits via free updates that are just going to come throughout the months. And I can see that happening easily as well. Like,
holy crap.
Totally see that. Like, them just being like, here's a new Mario pack or whatever. Easily, I can see that happening. Like, free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I will say I don't think that because a lot of people are saying spirits like deconfirm the characters. I don't think so. I think that it's just gonna be there.
Oh
And
no,
like
no, I
it
saw like a
doesn't
picture
affect the
about
character.
that. It was like, I think it was something where like, I think wasn't there a King K. Rool spirit or something?
Yeah,
And
like
like King
it's
K. Rool's a
no,
character. Yes, spirits.
yeah,
If your character is a spirit, it doesn't deconfirm it. I'm pretty sure.
exactly. It's like
Yeah.
they just want to Google. They got the image because they want to include as many characters as possible. It's not like I
Yeah.
don't think it means this character is just never.
No, yeah, I don't feel like that.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it could still happen.
Yep.
Let me check the next thing here. Oh yeah, they went into a little bit of detail in terms of the online gameplay. Now, here's the thing about the online gameplay. The thing is, when they talked about how there's no longer a need for fun and for glory, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that because the way that they explained it, there's gonna be preferred rules where like you click on whatever stuff you want. So like you click you want a 1v1, you want it only on Final Destination, you want it only for 5 minutes or whatever. And then they said though, like
Yeah.
if two people both have preferred rules, it's just gonna be one person's preferred rules that are gonna be chosen at random. So like if
Huh.
your opponent picked Battlefield, all items, any character, all that stuff, you're gonna have to play that way, even if you just want to have competitive matches the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the other one, like at least in Wii U, if you clicked one on one, you knew what you were getting into every single time.
Yeah.
So in that way, I don't know how I feel about it. Also, I think what Sakurai is really trying to do is he's trying to give the competitive scene as many options as possible. Like he's just saying like here's everything that you all could have wanted. Like here's the final smash meter. Here's like all the options for online. You can make it however you want. But the thing that's going to make this really complicated is now the competitive scene is going to have a really long time to figure out what's going to be like the like standard rule that everyone's going to go by. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I don't know is how that's gonna work out. Like I think it would have been just better if Sakurai made like a competitive standard and just had everybody follow that one.
Yeah.
I
Um,
agree.
yep.
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, because that's the thing that happened with Smash Wii U, where people were like arguing over Mii fighters and like whether or not they should be legal because they had custom moves. And then they were saying like, okay, well, can Mii fighters use their custom moves? And then people were like, well, if Mii fighters can use them, then every character can use their custom moves. And so that's why Mii fighters just ended up becoming banned. So there's gonna be so much crazy stuff that's just gonna go down with the competitive scene this time. Like, because now people are going to be arguing about if you turn on Final Smash Meter, if you don't turn that on, if you play on stages with no hazards, if you play with 5 minutes, if you play with 3 minutes, if you play with how many stocks. Like, it's going to be mayhem to figure out what the default standard's going to be that everyone's going to go by.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you guys have anything else to add for online? Or
Well,
I hope it works well.
that's true.
oh yeah.
I mean, they talked about how they're going to try to go with closer distances, but they can't still guarantee that you're going to be in lagless matches.
I think I'll be fine though. I think it'll be fine. In all honesty,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it doesn't
Don't
look
want
like they're
lag.
gonna mess it up that much.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
But I mean, with the online though, I do like that whole thing where like, you can kind of like take names from people, like people that you defeat.
Oh, yeah, the tags.
So that'll be so much fun. Like if with people would definitely go into like battles just to try to get with streamers, just to take their names. That's gonna that's gonna be so funny.
That's true. Yeah, you can say like, I got Arrow's tag, I've got in game's tag.
Yeah, like imagine somebody going in though trying to get one from like, and then they get like something from like Zero or someone, right?
Oh,
and,
okay, yeah.
Look at me, look at how fresh I am, boys.
And then they get beaten like badly, and they get him a bad name.
Oh god. No, but that's gonna be so much fun though. Like straight
Uh-huh.
up, like that's gonna be a lot of fun. But I don't know, like the game in general, I don't know. Smash just looks great. It just looks great. The online looks fine to me.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, they made like a really, really good game.
hmm The next thing here, I think, is going to be the fun stuff here. So he did confirm that there is going to be DLC. There's going to be 5 DLC characters that we know of right now. They're all going to come with their own stages, multiple music tracks, and that's supposed to come out. All of the DLC is supposed to come out by February 2020, I think it said. And then Sakurai
Yep.
also tweeted, like I think a few days ago, he just tweeted saying that the whole entire DLC lineup has also been already confirmed. Like he already knows what characters are going to be for DLC, and that the entire lineup was decided by Nintendo. So I don't know how do you feel about that? He said
Yeah.
Nintendo chose the entire DLC lineup.
Oh
Yeah, that's why I'm saying they're gonna say it's for the fans, like with this one.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, see,
Which I don't care. I have no investment in like what DLC characters could be in. So I'm not saying this like, oh, I'm so sad that I don't care. Like I'm happy with the roster, so everything else is a bonus. It's like the cherry on top.
uh-huh.
But personally, I just don't see Nintendo caring that people really wanted, like, you know,
Yeah.
Gino or Banjo or whatever.
Or even like third-party
I think they're
characters.
just
I
gonna
feel
go
like
what
Nintendo
makes
just
money.
won't put third-party characters.
Yeah.
Like, I would love
Yeah,
to see like
maybe.
Rayman or Crash or someone, but I just don't see that happening anymore.
I mean, if they really, yeah, it depends really, because like they might put one in that like would draw in more money, like more people to buy the game that wouldn't buy it otherwise, or something like that. But,
True. Yeah, they could do something like
yeah.
that, but I feel like if Nintendo chose them, then I don't know. I mean, this is the company that thought it was a great idea to put Tanuki, Mario, and Cat Peach as DLC in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I feel
They're
about
so weird.
it.
Yeah. Sakurai makes like better choices.
So that's why, like, when I was talking about this, like, the thing about Nintendo choosing the DLC lineup is that, like, it could be interpreted two ways, where it's like the one way that you want it to be interpreted, which is Sakurai feels like, you know, he's already made so many like insane characters where he's like, I want to have Nintendo challenge me with some of their ideas. Let's see if I can make a better character than what they give me. But then there's also the other side of the coin where it's like the DLC this time isn't that good. Let me just shift all the blame and say that Nintendo chose it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually
So
is.
it depends on
makes
which
sense.
way you look at it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't know. Nintendo.
Not
The
a,
thing is,
not
the thing is,
best
I don't
people. No.
no, like if it's the people higher up choosing, then don't expect anything good. If it's like the
Yeah.
developers choosing on their own, I would trust the developers because the developers. The thing is with Nintendo, right? You should never really like Nintendo as the company, but you should appreciate the developers that work there, right?
Yeah,
Because
true.
Oh, I
Nintendo
love
as
the
a company-
developers. Yeah, I'm talking about
Nintendo
those
as a company
business
does
people. They
stuff.
do some weird things
Yeah,
all
just
the
the people
time
that like run
just
the like the
don't make
corporate
sense.
stuff.
Yeah, they're kind of heartless. But
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they sued that family that like had a ROM or what, like
Yeah, love
site
ROM,
for like
love ROM.
$12 million just to ruin their lives or whatever.
Yeah, but trust
Like-
me, that family, dude, they probably had millions because like Love ROM makes.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, like
Oh,
can you
nice.
imagine like the people that visited their site every day just to download games? Like yeah.
Yeah.
That's off topic, but yeah.
Yeah. No, but
I think
I wouldn't trust. I just wouldn't trust Nintendo with choosing characters because like it's Nintendo. I think the reason why they're probably doing it. What's the word? That word. Oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Speculating. We're speculating, right? But I think Nintendo probably felt like he probably wasted a lot of their resources and money making the Smash Ultimate game because when you think about it, right, it's a big game. There's a lot in that game. It probably took a lot of money and a lot of time, development time, to make it, right? So they're probably like, okay, yeah, dude, you're not gonna choose the rest of this because we gotta recuperate our money now. If this doesn't sell well, we're gonna beat the shit out of you. But no, I don't know.
It's
like,
gonna sell so well though. Let's be honest.
yeah.
It's already sold well. Can you think about it?
Yeah,
right? The pre-orders were
exactly.
out of the roof.
Yeah,
Most
pre-orders
game
were
on the
higher
Switch.
than Let's Go, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So
They said
Most
I
pre-ordered
just
game.
saw them say both sold like the best, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I think Smash outpaces Let's Go by a decent chunk at least.
I mean, that would make sense because Smash has just received more time. Like, you know, like what was it? Smash is just the bigger game. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and also I'd say the better game at the current time.
Exactly. It's objectively better, but Let's Go is still really fun.
Yeah.
that's just
No, but I don't know.
the thing that I don't know is
Yeah.
like if he means like developers from Nintendo chose, then wouldn't they just pick characters from their franchise? Like, wouldn't you do that if you were given the opportunity?
Yeah.
Like, if
I
they
mean,
walked up to
depends on-
Aonuma and said, pick any character you want in Smash, wouldn't he obviously pick a Zelda character? Like, I feel like that just
Yeah,
makes
but
sense.
they probably go based on like market trends. I bet you because I bet you it isn't based on like develop. Probably based on like
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
marketing
Like,
team and the
they're
higher
gonna
ups.
be like, okay, like what I'm guessing is they'll probably have a couple games they want to promote. Then they'll have probably have a couple really popular franchises that they want to introduce to this game to get more people on board with it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking the strategy is gonna be basically. Like promote some of their games and then bring people also into Smash even more than before.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely what they did with like, especially games like Fire Emblem. Like, that's how they pretty much brought that game to the West with like Smash Bros. And putting like Corrin and those types of characters in.
Yeah, do you guys think they're gonna do the same thing with Fire Emblem Switch? Or do you think they won't?
mean, considering how much Sakurai loves Fire Emblem, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, Fire Emblem is
But
so
he
much
doesn't
fun.
get a pick, no.
Yeah, I know. But I just feel like if he was
Yeah.
like given the opportunity, like if that was one of Nintendo's like suggestions, he'd definitely be like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Like he's gonna be
Yeah.
all aboard that Fire Emblem train.
Yeah, and like, will they do a Gen 8 Pokemon
See, that's what I
playable?
feel like they should have done instead of Incineroar. I feel like don't have a Pokemon as like a slot this time around. Just have Incineroar
Yeah.
like not be something else. Just have that be something else, and then have one of the DLC slots next year be a Pokemon from Gen 8.
But I think they needed the Gen 7
Yeah.
representative. I think that's what they wanted.
Did they though? Like I don't.
I'm
really-
mad.
Like I mean,
at
there's
them,
no.
man. Like they have a rep from every single generation except 3. I mean 5 technically, but like 5
Yeah,
still
that's
has
what
the
I mean.
stage, right? The stage. They just don't. Man, that Hoenn missed out. But anyway,
Rest in peace.
I
Owen.
digress. I know.
Yeah, it should have been
It's so
Sceptile, man.
bad.
Right? People would have.
I know. Yeah, that's what I. Or Mudkip. I don't care. Like that would be funny. I mean, they did Piranha.
Oh, but Sceptile would have been so.
Well,
cool.
yeah. Speaking of
I
speaking
know.
of Piranha Plant, that was something that they decided to show off, which was crazy. Like who honestly saw Piranha Plant coming? Like you can't tell
no
me
one.
exactly. But how do you like it? Like, do you guys like how it is? Like,
I
the character?
loved it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
character.
me too.
Yeah. Like I can't wait to see
Yep.
what all the attacks are going to be because it looks really fun actually.
It looks crazy, dude.
Yeah, I
Like, it
saw
looks
like
genuinely
the way
crazy.
that it runs and like the pod, dude.
Yep.
Oh man.
And how it has feet now. All right.
Yeah.
And
then- Also, if anyone
stuff.
was
Stuff.
wondering in the chat, Piranha Plant is not one of the 5 DLC characters. It's just its own separate one that you get for purchasing the game early.
Yup.
So it's not like it takes away. And I also got to take some heat out on people right now. It is 2018, and there are still people arguing right now and telling me that Piranha Plant is taking away a slot from some other character. That is not true at all. Sakurai puts whoever he wants into this game. Like, I still can't understand why people think that Piranha Plant's like, oh man, Piranha Plant instead of Rex, man. That's what happened. They definitely just didn't put Rex in because they wanted to put Piranha Plant. Like, no. They
Yeah, Sakurai said that a million times too. These don't take away slots.
exactly.
Sakurai felt like doing it. Like you're
It's
not
either-
going to change his
It's
mind.
either
That's
Piranha
what he
Plant
wanted
or
created.
no character in that slot. Like, it's not like
Exactly.
it would have been a different character.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
not like how he works.
I
at
don't
all.
understand why people keep thinking that. It's like, it's actually annoying.
I know.
But let me
And
see.
it's always like, oh, he did this really crazy character that caught me off guard. I want something safe, like, what everyone expected, like Rex or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah. Which is funny because for Rex, he actually had like a little segment about that where he like showed off a Mii Fighter costume, and then he was like, during the time we finished our characters for the Ultimate game, Rex wasn't a character we could have put, so here's a Mii Fighter costume
Mhm.
instead.
Yup.
So I don't know if that means he basically like deconfirms him as DLC. I don't know. Do you feel like that, or do you think he still has a chance?
I don't think so. I think he still might have a chance. It depends, but it's
the
Nintendo.
game-
Like Sakurai loves Xenoblade, but Nintendo's been showing it a lot of love too. So I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, the game sold good though. They sold over 1 million copies on the Switch. So I think that should warrant it. Like considering what sort of genre of a game it is, it sold pretty good, and that was in like the early stages of the Switch's existence. I'm pretty sure that it would warrant them, being willing to actually put it in, putting in Rex as a character in Smash Ultimate. Like I don't see why they wouldn't.
I still haven't
Yeah.
played it yet, but
We'll
I
see
mean,
though.
I
don't
played
know.
it. It's
I don't
such a
know.
good game, dude.
Really? I mean,
Uh-huh.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be. I think it's gonna be like $30 next weekend for Black Friday, so I might pick it up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Go for it, dude.
Maybe if you beat like Pokemon sooner than you thought, then you can have that.
Yeah,
to tie you
true,
over.
true, and then have that until Smash. I heard
Yep.
that game is full of content though. Like I heard the DLC,
Dude, it
like
is-
it's
Yeah,
like a new
it's
game
insane.
essentially.
Yeah.
Isn't the
Yeah.
DLC like a new game essentially?
Yeah,
That's
essentially.
crazy. Yeah.
It's fucking ludicrous. Like it's. Oh, by the way, sorry for swearing again. I'm sorry. I'm so used to it. I apologize. No, but dude, I'm telling you right now, man. Definitely 100% get it if you want a game filled with content. Though I will say this, it's a very hard game as well. It's nowhere close to the word easy. Just so you know,
Yeah.
Okay.
very hard game.
Like it's very grindy though, right? Like that's what I've heard.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
A lot of grinding that you have to do. But let me see. Oh, okay, the last thing that I have in terms of Smash Bros. Of course, the big thing I saved the best for last. World of Light. That last trailer. How do you guys feel about that?
Oh,
on another level.
Right?
So, that was like greatest of all time
Crazy.
level.
That was like that's definitely made up for the entire direct.
Yo,
Easily.
So good.
Yeah, because the way that
beautiful.
the way that direct was going, like he opened up with characters, no more characters are left. Then he's like, "This is all the stages that you're getting, and this is everything else that's left in the game." So you're like, "What's he gonna end it with?" But of course, Sakurai, being the god he is, had some great way to end it.
And listen, if anyone gets the game early, we will be throwing you off a cliff for spoiling the story mode.
Oh, I am not. I'm not
Yeah,
looking at
y'all
any
are
of that
not.
early.
Oh,
Not
we're
looking at
not
any
gonna do
cutscenes.
that.
None of that. I am
Because
not.
you
gonna be
know
looking
some
at that.
person's gonna think like
Oh,
they're
it's gonna happen.
gonna
It's
think they're doing
100% gonna
something
happen.
by
100%.
getting the game early and leaking it. But when like no one wants to see that, you're just gonna spoil the story mode. Stop. Like,
Yep, that's literally the only thing
Yeah.
I think that's left to be spoiled. Like all the bosses that are in that story mode,
Exactly.
the cutscenes that are going to be in there. But I am not going to be looking at that. I'm going to be staying as far away from that as possible.
And that dumb channel that spoil you know the meme that's going around with that one, I forgot what it's called, but it spoils everything in the thumbnails and it
Yes,
gets,
yeah,
and
I know
YouTube's
exactly
algorithm
what
puts it.
I know what
Yeah.
channel you're talking about. It's like
Yes.
something like it's like Professor Gaming or something like that, bro.
Yeah, something
And
like
it's like-
that. Y'all
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible garbage. Like y'all gotta stop that.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But they won't, huh?
I know what you're talking about, but like I think there's like a plug that you can get on, or like an extension you can get on Chrome where it disables thumbnails. So I'm probably just gonna put that on for like that week or whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to stay away from the YouTube app because I open it up a
because
lot.
I know
like,
exactly what you're talking about, because there was a channel last year that put like literally the final like boss of Super Mario Odyssey as the thumbnail, and I was like, what are you doing, bro?
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a
was-
channel that spoiled me. What's it called? The Champion for both like Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like literally, I was listening to some of the music right from like both games.
Oh
And
yeah,
so
yeah, I know what you're
the
talking about.
algorithm, yeah, it put it in like Champion, in the names for both games.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
And they were such cool champions too. Like you would have dropped dead, like because of how exciting it was.
Yeah, because it was Kukui
like, at
and
that
Sun and Moon.
twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like oh
And
my
it-
god, a professor as the champ, and it spoiled it like because of the music. It's like,
Yeah.
crap. Like you don't have to put that in the thumbnail. Just say champion theme.
Yeah.
No.
Literally said
Yeah.
like it literally like Champion Kukui battle theme. I was like, really, bro?
Exactly.
Really?
Like why?
Yeah.
Why? Just put champion theme. That's it.
Mhm.
But yeah.
All right, but in terms of World of Light, do you guys have like any expectations? Do you think it's gonna be like how long do you think it'll be like in terms of gameplay?
I feel like it could be
Pretty decently
Crazy.
long, I think.
like I could see it being like 6 hours. I could see it being like 30 hours. I don't know what direction they're gonna go because Sakurai is like he kind of alluded to it being like not as big as Subspace, but at the same time Subspace was like really really long. Like so I could still see this being a decent one.
I mean, did you see that? Did you see the picture of the map when it was like zoomed out? Because all the stuff that you saw with the clouds is gonna be stuff that is gonna be unlocked in terms of like levels.
Interesting.
Like, let me see if I can find it. But while I find it, do you guys have any other things about World of Light you can talk about that?
The trailer or the cinematic. Oh my! That was incredible. Like
That
straight up. I don't know
was
about you
high
guys.
quality.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
What
definitely.
the heck?
Like they can make good cinematics. They just don't make enough of them. Like they need to make more of that stuff.
Well, those ones are like the CGI ones that.
Yeah, I know. But like I see so many CGI trailers now from because I play World of Warcraft, so they've been doing a lot of CGI trailers for their latest expansion, and that stuff is hype whenever you see it, dude. Because it's like Blizzard makes the best CGI trailers in gaming. Like nobody makes better CGI trailers in terms of quality than them. So whenever I see one, I always get excited. And the Smash one, like just the story behind it, like that feeling of like dread, like oh my god, everybody's gone, and then like when Kirby just pops up, and you're like, oh my god, my boy, you survived. Let's go. Like it gets you so hyped, dude. It gets you so excited. I was really exhilarated when I saw that. Like, I freaking loved it. The animation quality was great. The music, oh my god,
Yeah.
the singing, dude.
Yeah,
freaking
music
singing.
looks
I
nice,
love
too.
how I love how this gen, like Nintendo's been embracing like vocals in their songs. Like they
Yes.
had that in Odyssey, and then like they had it for the final boss in Odyssey. They have it in Smash Bros. Now. So good.
Yep, I love that.
I love it as well.
And I just got a picture of the map, so I'm gonna put that on the stream right now. One sec. I'll just put it in downloads.
DD scoop.
Call it map.
Oh boy. Oh man, it's been a long day.
Yeah, let's see here. Image. Map.
Dang.
Downloads.
Met one of the Elite Four members in Let's Go.
Oh, Lorelei?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I know what you're talking about. That moment next to that place.
Yeah, look.
Yeah,
see,
that
you
was
guys
so
see on the
cool.
screen what I just put?
With, like her Lapras.
Let's see. Nintendo Nite, I assume. Wait, where is it? I can't. Oh wait, you put it all in.
I put it on the stream.
Okay, I'll check it.
Yeah, one sec. I'm just trying to get it up there so you can see like.
So
I am morally of the Pokemon League's Elite Four, a legend.
Every single place you see all these like tan colored clouds is going to be a part that you can unlock in the levels.
Jeez, that's a lot.
So
that's
you can see like if you zoom in, like each little like road is going to go a long way. So this could be a potentially really long story mode.
Yup.
Like, cause if all of this is gonna be covered up, bro, like that's a long story.
I can't even imagine. Like, just imagine like what the final boss theme is gonna sound like, and like
exactly.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
And
my
like
god.
that like thing that we saw with the lights coming out of it and the wings. That thing is called Galeem or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So,
ooh. Imagine if like Taboo makes a cameo.
That's what I was hoping for. I was thinking like maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe if we get like Taboo right before we face off against the final boss of this game or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. But yeah, just looking at this, it's crazy in the terms of content that I think we could get. And then they showed off one of those bosses from Subspace as well in the trailer. I forget which one it was, but it was like the Inkling that was facing off against it at the very end.
I saw that. I was like whoa. Wait, so that was from Subspace, that boss?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that boss was in. I don't know the name. If you guys in the chat know what I'm talking about, like tell me the name. But I know for a fact that boss was in Subspace. So it would be good if we could get the Subspace bosses back, and like if they updated some of them, like because in Brawl the Pokemon one was Rayquaza, but obviously now we've got like other Pokemon they could use.
Oh, Rayquaza was awesome.
Yeah, Rayquaza fight was crazy. Like maybe now instead like, can you imagine this time if we have like a Necrozma one? Where like it transforms into like Ultra Necrozma, like dude, the possibilities crazy. I can't even imagine.
Can't deny that would be so good. Yeah,
exactly. So there's a lot of potential, and then I hope, and there's gonna be cutscenes as well, which got confirmed because if you guys saw, like Sakurai actually had like this event in Japan where he showed off some gameplay in like classic mode and stuff.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh man.
But yeah, like I was saying, he showed off some gameplay for classic mode, and he went through the menus in Smash Ultimate, and there was one spot where it like showed off movies, and it said in the bottom in like the text it said, "Watch movies you've unlocked from World of Light."
Nice.
So
I hope that there's a lot of cutscenes on how good they look.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
like they can only do so much, so we'll see how much they pushed it.
I just want to see like these cutscenes in 1080p in glorious HD.
Yep.
That's the best part, because Brawl, it had great cutscenes, but you just couldn't experience them because they were in 480p or whatever.
Exactly. They were so good looking, but like
terrible.
The definition hindered it.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think that pretty much wraps it up in terms of Smash Bros. Unless you guys have anything else to add. Anything to add in terms of Smash Bros?
Looks great. That's all. Just looks
Look,
amazing.
we'll be playing. We'll be playing it the second it comes out, and we're gonna love it a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
Only, 3 weeks to go now?
Less than 3 weeks, actually.
Less than 3
Sakurai
weeks?
and his team did a really amazing job.
Oh, yes. This game is crazy. And they're still not going to get a break after this game releases because they got DLC to work on. Which is just nuts.
Oh, man. Yep.
All right. But in terms of the next thing that I have here, I just took so there was actually some various Nintendo news that just happened throughout the month, and I just compiled it all together here. And really the big chunk that comes in the beginning here is just Reggie Fils-Aimé, obviously Reggie from Nintendo, had an interview with I think The Verge, and there were actually a handful of interesting things that came out from that interview. And I took some of the biggest things that were mentioned, and I'm gonna just put the bullet points and then the quotes here so you guys can see them in the show notes. But the first thing that he was talking about was Metroid Prime 4, and they asked him about Metroid Prime 4 and just when it could come out. And the quote that he said was, "Internally, we have expectations about when Metroid Prime 4 is going to be released. We haven't announced it yet, but yeah, the game is well into development." So, if he's saying that, do you guys expect it to come out maybe in next year, 2019, or still 2020 or later?
I think
2020.
development is subject to change, so I'm not gonna say it's a safe bet that it could come out this year. I think crabby. Sorry. I would say that I would say that there's more of a chance though than before because it's coming of like 2019. You know.
Yeah.
And I will say this though. Yeah, I'm leaning towards 2020 still, but we'll see. I hope that we see something at the Game Awards though.
I definitely think we will, because the thing with Metroid is like a big franchise that's really popular in the West. Like, a lot of people don't like it in Japan and like those types of areas. So obviously, if the Game Awards are going to be happening in California, they're going to want to capitalize on that. So I can definitely see. Oh, what is going on, bro?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I caught a crabby.
The background.
Oh, sorry. I caught a crabby. I'm excited.
Okay. I just hear like Krabby's cry in the background, and I was like,
yeah, that was my Pokeball Plus.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, I had it like next to the computer.
But yeah, I was saying like because of how Metroid's popular, I think it makes a lot of sense for them to just show Metroid in the Game Awards. And,
I completely agree.
And I could see them doing the same thing.
So good for America.
I could see them doing the same thing that they did last year, where he comes up and he's like, okay, here's a new trailer for Metroid Prime 4, and then at the end he'll be like, you can also get a Metroid Prime trilogy early next year.
Yeah, see exactly what they did with Bayonetta.
Exactly, yeah, because he showed off Bayonetta 3, and then he's like, you can get the original 2 Bayonetta games, you know. On the
and they
Switch
need to
well.
do that because like a lot of people haven't played the Metroid Prime.
Yes, I'll buy it.
And
I'll get it.
And you see that, yeah, and like you see how popular the Switch is. Everyone's gonna buy that. It's gonna be like the best-selling Metroid game.
Literally free
and
money.
And then everyone's gonna buy Prime 4 because they love the trilogy. So it's a win-win.
That's what they should do. Totally. You got anything to add on that, Ruffled? Or
dang,
you good?
I mean,
you a Metroid
I don't
fan?
think it's gonna be shown. No, I've actually, the first time I played Metroid, I think was on GameCube, which I think was
Metroid Prime. That was it.
Yeah. I think that was the first time I played it, dude. So I will really appreciate they like release, you know, show it off at the Game Awards. But I don't think it's gonna be, you know, shown off that early though, because clearly I mean, keep in mind, right? Last year we were first time shown the logo, right?
Yeah.
We have not seen even a piece of leaked gameplay yet, right? Like, Let's Go has had leaked gameplay. Smash has had some, you know, actually no, it didn't really have leaked gameplay.
And screenshot, right?
There's been screenshots, right? There's been a few things here and there, right? But like this game has had nothing about it leaked. It's just been zero. So,
well, then again,
maybe instead
like we haven't. We haven't seen any leak gameplay of Animal Crossing, and it's coming out like some sources are saying earlier next year, and like Pixel Par said that, and then like, we haven't seen Gen 8, but it's coming out next year, so I don't think that really means much, right? Like in terms of leak gameplay, at least.
No, I catch your drift. What I mean more, like to put it in a better perspective, maybe is like the game, like, you know, when the game was announced, since it was announced, right? We have seen nothing.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Games, you know, with the other games. Of course, we're not going to see anything before it's announced, you know, because you're never really sure, right? There's always going to be, you know, fake leaks and stuff like that. But, you know, with Metroid Prime, it's already been announced for over a year now. Over a year, right? A year and a half at this point, right? And we still haven't seen anything about it. And that's the strangest part of me.
Yeah.
We just haven't seen, we've seen like zilch, like zero, nothing.
And the last update, too, is that it wasn't ready to be shown at E3, and they didn't want to show unpolished, like not good-looking gameplay. But now that they're saying it's in good development standing, maybe it's ready. They're ready to jumble up something for the Game Awards. I want them to wait until it's ready though to show, because I feel like visually this is going to be one of those games that just really stuns the audience, and I want it to have the biggest impact possible.
I think also in terms of like maybe not like they won't show like an actual trailer maybe, but they could still give us a teaser in the way that Bayonetta 3 got one. You know, because
but they did say it.
We have more gameplay of Bayonetta 3 than we do for Metroid, because at least we got to see like Bayonetta shooting something and we got like a little teaser, whereas for Metroid we just have a logo.
Yeah, but they did say that they don't want to tease it anymore, and they just want to show gameplay for them when they show it again.
That's true.
They could change their mind, but that's what they were. I think Bill Trent said there or something. They were like, it wouldn't be fair
No,
to
no, I know what
tease
you're
it all
talking
the
about.
time.
I think Reggie said that. He said like it wouldn't be fair to keep repeatedly just teasing fans instead of actually giving concrete stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that they might just not show anything then if they don't have anything. But next thing that we have here is apparently there's still more surprises in 2019 because let's see, the next thing that Reggie said was in addition to already announced titles like Fire Emblem Three Houses, a new Animal Crossing, a proper mainline Pokemon game, Reggie Fils-Aimé also teased that there's brand new surprises that haven't been yet shared to look forward to in 2019. And he said that what we like to do is surprise and delight our fans in ways that they didn't even think of. So I don't know how you can interpret it that. Like,
what else could they do? What else could they really give us at this point? To like, skedaddle our brains like
a new F-Zero, please.
Uh-huh.
Mother 3. No, I'm kidding.
They're gonna.
Oh wait, what if they did like another Star Fox game?
Oh, wasn't there a rumor about that?
Oh yeah, they're gonna do it. Yeah, there was.
I can actually
the Star
see that
Fox
happening.
Racing.
Yeah, there was a rumor for like
good.
Star Fox Grand Prix or something like that. I can actually see that happening.
And like the insiders have already seen it too. Like they've already seen the game. They said it looks really stunning and like there's a hub world thing. Like that alone makes me excited, which is so weird. Like I just love hub worlds in games. I don't know why, but so that's probably gonna happen. And Star Fox is a big deal. So
yeah, I think I can see that happening. Like definitely some type of Star Fox game, or just I don't understand what other surprises he means. I mean, maybe he could be referring to that thing that we talked about in the last podcast where it was like a new Switch system that could be coming out in 2019.
Yeah, and I think that's happening.
Maybe he's referring to that. I don't know.
Yeah. I just think they're gonna announce a lot of good stuff this year, but I'm not gonna I'm gonna keep my expectations lower because like this year really disappointed me. I liked Smash though. I like Pokemon, but like other than that, it was a boring year for Nintendo.
Well, yeah, that's what I was like trying to explain because I talk about this in my Discord a lot with people where they're like, "This year's trash for Nintendo. We only have Smash, and that's the only thing that people look for." But the thing is, you can't expect them to have like an insane lineup every year. Like that's just not gonna happen. Like that's with every company. Like Sony. Like this year, I feel like it was definitely Sony's year in terms of like the games and stuff that came out for them. I think even
next year
like we're gonna talk about
but
we're gonna talk about the Game Awards in a bit, but like literally, like I think someone did like calcs of like every single company and how many nominees they got, and Sony had like 22 or something, and every other company had at least like below 10. So
yeah,
there's definitely years for companies, and this year Nintendo was just banking on Pokemon and Smash. But next year we're gonna have Animal Crossing, we're gonna have a mainline Pokemon game, we're gonna have Luigi's Mansion 3, like a Fire Emblem game. There's
I forgot about Luigi's Mansion. I swear there's like an unlimited
there's gonna be crazy stuff next year. Yeah, you got like
hype.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm literally happy the way it is too. Like, I'm not even gonna worry, like, because Animal Crossing, Pokemon Gen 8, Luigi, like, we're gonna be good. Things are gonna be good. So as long as there's proper spacing though, because I'm like, you don't want to like have just Animal Crossing, Pokemon be like the only exciting stuff, and it comes out like Animal Crossing November, Pokemon December.
Yeah, that would
this year with Pokemon Smash, which was it was terrible pace this year. It was,
yeah, definitely should spread
nothing,
it out.
And then the two awesome games at the very end that we had to wait.
But next year's gonna be good though. Like you could already see the good pacing based on the fact that you have really early in the year, Fire Emblem Three Houses, then. Late in the year, guaranteed Pokemon's gonna be late in the year. They already said late 2019.
Yeah, probably November again.
Yeah. And like I would assume Animal Crossing would be somewhere around maybe July, maybe something like that.
I would think like August to September.
I'm hoping it's like June, like right around E3 time.
Yeah, that would be really cool if it was like the game that you could get like the week after E3.
Yeah,
because they like to do that.
That was so awesome. In 2013, they did that where it came out like the week of E3 or around like a few days before E3 or after. I forgot. I think it was a few days before. But what was so funny is that they announced Villager for Smash Brothers as well. So it was right to tie in with the release of like Animal Crossing: A New Leaf, and that I feel like that was probably one of the reasons why New Leaf sold so well. But it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, because recently they started doing that where it's like. They show off like a game a little bit at E3, and then that game comes out like the week after. Because last year that was ARMS, I'm pretty sure, and then this year that was Mario Tennis. So they can definitely do something like that. Yeah, they can definitely do something like that next year.
Animal Crossing is that perfect game to have.
Yeah.
because it's a social
the
game,
Yoshi
so it's
game.
going to generate a lot of buzz from
The Yoshi game is next year as well, guys.
Oh yeah. Someone in the chat mentioned that. Yeah, y'all are
love it.
forgetting Yoshi.
Oh my god.
True.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
Yoshi's also
sleeping on
gonna be
it.
a big game. And Daemon X Machina, that's also true.
Mhm.
That robot game or whatever.
Oh, I'm getting
Oh, that looks so good, dude.
Yeah.
We're streaming that, okay? We're streaming that.
So yeah, 2019 is crazy. It's just like last year how we had like Xenoblade, Super Mario Odyssey, Zelda, Splatoon 2. It's like you got like a good year with Nintendo, then you got an okay year, then you got a good year. It's like a pattern.
Exactly, and I'm saying like I'm gonna like next year. I think way more than even 2017, which was a great year. Because
I can see that happening.
You
Like,
can't
for myself too.
Pokemon and Animal Crossing and Smash DLC.
A Gen 8 game
that
next
is on
year,
another
I think that alone,
level.
Gen 8, I think like alone is just gonna be insane to me.
Like I love Mario and Zelda are amazing, but like they're not Pokemon and Animal Crossing for me. So like it's a big deal. Next year we're having the first like, new generation on an HD home console. Like oh my god.
Yes, and just seeing Let's Go like right now, like I can't even imagine.
I know.
Gen 8
I
will be
love
like.
it so much. Yeah. Like I'm having more fun with Let's Go than like any game this year. Like I mean, I'll admit that there are other games that are better objectively, but like I'm having way more fun with Let's Go than.
I'm having a lot of fun because, dude, yesterday I had some friends come over my house and like we literally played Pokemon with two players. It was crazy. Like,
oh my gosh,
it was actually so much fun. Like, yeah, I had a lot of fun playing it. So, I mean, obviously this year there's still some really other like fun games that I played this year. Like, I can't say that Spider-Man wasn't a fun game. I loved playing that. So.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly. So, yeah, but it was good. I mean, Pokemon is fun. We'll talk a little bit more about that. There's like a whole section I have here for our impressions on that. But the next thing, oh yeah, this is something that kind of scared me. I tweeted about this, but Reggie said that he still wants the 3DS and hopes that Nintendo still like wishes that the 3DS is going to be selling in the next 4 years. And into that I say a big yikes because who wants to tell him because I don't know how he feels about this. Like they still want to have the 3DS be alive, even though the Switch is this amazing system that already does everything.
But I think I get it why though, because the install base on that thing is huge, and I feel like it would be pretty. I have a lot of just my my viewers that tell me I don't have a Switch, I only have a 3DS, and I'm kind of sad because I won't be getting any more Pokemon, I won't be getting any more of these games that I love.
Yeah,
so I wish they still give us. So I feel like if they can still utilize the 3DS so well by make more mystery dungeon games, make more spin-offs, use that sort of stuff because it still has a big.
Well, the Pokemon company already said they're done with the 3DS, but I think Nintendo can still.
Well, wait, did the Pokemon company say they're done with it?
Yeah, they confirmed that last year, like right before, I think Ultra Sun and Moon. They confirmed like that. I think Ultra Sun and Moon are the last Pokemon games on the 3DS.
That's sad, but I don't know. Like,
I think it was just PR speak because like already they're not doing a lot with the 3DS. I think he's what he means is like 2 games per year on the 3DS.
Yeah,
maybe. And like even all the games that have been coming out, you guys have seen like they're all just like simple ports in a way. Like it's just Luigi's Mansion, it's Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Exactly.
So I don't really see them like utilizing like actual new IPs for the Switch anymore, like new installments. They'll just be like ports of games that people probably haven't experienced, like old ports.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they ported Smash Melee to the 3DS, like next year? Oh my god, I can't imagine how people.
Jeez.
Can you imagine how people would react, bro?
Dude, there would be like. That wouldn't be pretty. Let's just say that.
We've asked for Melee HD for years, and now you give us this.
Yep.
But yeah, the last thing that I have in this section was apparently Jeff Kaplan. If you guys don't know, he is the game director for Overwatch, and he was interviewed like a few weeks ago, and he said that they are very open-minded for Overwatch on the Switch, and he seemed very positive in that interview. So I find that funny because if you remember like last year when they were talking about Overwatch on the Switch, they would always be like, no, the Switch is too underpowered, it can't happen. But now with that Diablo 3, I think they think a little bit differently.
Yeah, it's probably selling good. I bet you it's selling good, like especially because I know Blizzard, I know Activision Blizzard. By the way, guys, buy some stock in that company right now. It's really cheap. I did. It's definitely worth it. You'll make so much money. Trust me. Just do it. But either way, like seriously though, they probably sold a lot because the reception of the Diablo 3 on the Switch was good. Of course, there was a lot of drama about Diablo 3, which, by the way, bastards still not giving us Diablo 4. We're still getting a mobile game. Whatever. I digress. No, but they definitely sold a lot. I can tell based on like their reaction on that. They seem to be selling a good amount. So in their eyes, it's like okay, we can definitely like port this thing, and literally takes us no effort, and we can make a lot of cash. So they'll probably do it. Like what's there, because you have Paladins on there, and Paladins is literally Overwatch, but kind of the knockoff version of it, right?
Yeah.
It's the Tesco version. So what's the problem? It should be easily done, which I think they'll be able to handle.
Yeah, and he really said like in the interview, like I don't have the whole entire interview, but like when I read through it, he was saying like our goal is always to have as many people playing Overwatch as possible, and the Switch definitely has like a whole entire location of fan base like that is still yet to be shown or whatever. So he seemed like he was really into it. So I could definitely see it happening maybe next year, even like at like an E3 or like a direct announcement where they're just like Overwatch is coming to Switch.
Yeah, and they said too, even a few months, like they said the same thing like a couple months ago about bringing it. So I think they're definitely gonna do it.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a lock at this point. I mean, I don't know if I'll get it because I already enjoyed it on PS4, and I'm probably assuming you won't be able to transfer your progress. So I don't see a point in it, but I don't see a point in that. But I know a lot of people who are interested in it might get it. So. All right, well that is gonna do it for like the random Nintendo portion, I guess, of this podcast. The next thing here, we don't have to talk about it for that long, but if you guys saw the Game Awards, the nominees came out, and obviously this year Nintendo didn't have a whole bunch of games, so there's not a lot of stuff that's even nominated. Now for the first three things here, we have Octopath Traveler, which technically isn't even a Nintendo game. It's from Square Enix, but like I put it here anyway because it's exclusive to Switch. But Octopath Traveler got nominated for Best Art Design, Best Music, and Best RPG. So I mean, I don't know. I like which one of these I could see it winning. I probably art direction, in my opinion, because that art style is really cool. I like it
because it's really different from most other things.
It's a pretty art style too.
It's unlikely to win though versus all the competition.
Yeah, in terms of like the other things. Yeah, I know.
Like whatchamacallit, we got the games with more influence, so to say. I heard Octopath Traveler really sold well as well. It's like one of the best-selling games in Japan.
Yeah, I heard it's really good. I just haven't gotten the chance to play it. Maybe if that game's also on sale on Black Friday, I might pick that up as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Black Friday's coming up.
So.
No, it's so close. Like
literally, literally, what I'm probably gonna do is just head over to like Best Buy or something on Black Friday and just get a whole bunch of Switch games.
You guys are so lucky of Best Buy.
Because the thing, the thing here is like Best Buy's games are gonna be really cheap on Black Friday, and I saw like. I think a lot of them, like even Kirby Star Allies, was like $25 apparently, which is crazy because that game came out this year. So
$25. Oh, I gotta get that.
25. Right.
I gotta get that.
I have to get that because
I
wanted Kirby, but I didn't want to spend $60 this year. So I was like,
that's exactly how I felt. Like I
might pick that. I'll probably pick that up. Xenoblade's apparently gonna be $30. So there's a lot of games that are gonna be cheap. So I'll probably have to cop some of those.
Yeah, I'm getting that Kirby.
But the next thing here in the Game Awards thing was Best Family Game, which obviously Nintendo's going to have the most nominees in that. So we have Mario Tennis Aces, Nintendo Labo, which I found hilarious because I don't even consider that to be a game. I don't know why it's here. And then you have Super Mario Party. So from all of these, I think Super Mario Party.
That's what I was going to say.
In terms of Nintendo, but obviously there's other games from other companies too.
Yeah, what are the other games like?
I can pull it up. One sec. And then the last thing was what was it? Best sports and racing game there was Mario Tennis, which was nominated. Which would be really funny if Mario Tennis beats like FIFA 19 and NBA 2K and all those like ones that come on every single time.
Yeah.
Like, I would just laugh so hard if that's what turned out to be the case. Like that's what happened one year. Like I think 2015 when Splatoon won Best Shooter of the Year, I was laughing so hard.
Oof.
Oh,
that was hilarious. I loved that.
Yes.
That was so funny.
Yeah. Well, I'll be rooting for that.
Yeah, but let me see. I'm on the website right now. I'm scrolling down to Best Family Game. But yeah, I think people were also talking about how like they were like, well, isn't Smash Ultimate going to be nominated for Best Fighting Game? It's obviously going to be the best fighting game. The thing about that is because of the way that the Game Awards do like their dates and stuff, Smash is going to come out too late to be nominated, which kind of sucks. Exactly. So it'll be nominated next year definitely because it'll fall into next year's category or whatever. But yeah, I think if it was nominated this year, it would definitely win best fighting game. It'll probably win next year too, to be honest. But I mean, you know, this
Oh,
year.
well, yeah.
I mean, this year though also
Should.
they have like Soul Calibur 6 and Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, those don't lay a finger on Smash though, but that's just
yeah.
my fanboy opinion
Yeah. But we were
But will
talking
Smash be
about
included next year? Will Smash be included next year though? Like,
yeah, it will.
if it-
Yeah, because
Okay.
it falls into their like dates for next year.
All right.
Yeah.
It will definitely be nominated next year. But yeah, for best family game, the nominees were Mario Tennis Aces, Nintendo Labo, Overcooked 2, Starlink Battle for Atlas, Super Mario Party. So, in terms of all of those, I don't know. I mean, I heard Overcooked 2 was fun too. But I don't know if it's really the best family game. I feel like Super Mario Party just
Super Mario Party just sounds like a good like family thing. So,
yeah.
I'll
Mhm.
go.
Yeah. Not sure.
I just realized something. You guys noticed
Yeah.
one really weird thing, right? You notice how for a bit of time there, like there was this huge push from Nintendo on mobile games. Like, you know, we had Super Mario Run. What's the other game Fire Emblem Heroes?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
mobile game for Animal Crossing, right? There's like a bunch of those came out like one after one, right? Notice how it's been very silent on that front. Like I'm getting a little bit worried that that soon enough they're gonna slow down. You know, maybe like after 2019 they're gonna slow down with the main series. You know, kind of Switch games, and just all of a sudden be like, hey guys, now we're gonna have 2 years of just mobile games. I don't know why.
I
but
mean,
I've
we still have
that-
mobile games that are in development though. Like, didn't you hear like there's already like a Mario Kart game that's going to be coming to mobile?
I feel like that could
they
work
could-
though.
yeah.
That could work though. But I
Yeah.
feel
It
like
should come out
And then
by the
there's
way
gonna
this
There's
year.
apparently a Zelda game too that's going to be on mobile.
wait, oh shit.
Oh
you
yeah,
use that-
forgot
that's-
about that.
So
Yo, Zach, your mic just changed, dude. You scared. I thought it was a different person.
what happened?
What?
Yeah, your mic just changed. Did you hear it as well?
No.
No, I don't know what you mean. Like he sounded different.
What? Yeah, he sounded totally different to me. What the hell?
What I sound like?
You tripping?
You
man.
were like lower, and then your voice went just like
He's
much
bugging.
deeper out of nowhere.
he's losing it, man. Isn't it like midnight for you?
No, it's actually it's like 9:30, 9:30. No, 10:30. Sorry, 10:30
Oh, okay.
p.m. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, now we can finally move on to I think the last big section before we take a few viewer questions and then probably wrap up the podcast. But Pokemon, there's two really big things to talk about. The first thing we can talk about, and then we'll talk about Let's Go. The first thing, did you guys all see that Detective Pikachu trailer?
Oh
Oh
Yeah.
my lord,
my god!
dude.
You know, I think you already know about.
Yeah, that I just gotta say, like, initial thoughts, bro. Like, it looked creepy at first, but now I'm really
Yes.
digging it. Like,
I'm
it
loving
looks,
I love
yeah,
it. I love
it looks
it.
really cool.
Yeah. Some of it looks a little weird, but like in
Yeah.
the best way. Like it's just
Like-
kind of
In a good
Just-
way too. Like
yeah.
Mr. Mime. Like everybody was making the memes about Mr. Mime, but like it's kind of funny.
yeah, yeah. Like it's like you kind of want to see what all the other Pokemon will look like. Like you want to see how weird it'll look. It's like so
That's
interesting.
true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just like
And did you
'cause you see like Pikachu with like this fuzzy furry design, and then you see like Charizard with this like reptilian lizard like design with like scales all over him. So like you want to see
yeah,
what other Pokemon will be like as well.
exactly.
It's crazy. But I mean, you guys are all hyped for the movie, right? Like I'm definitely gonna see that when it comes out.
Oh yes, like you already
I'm
know.
going
dude.
to the movies with my whole friend group.
Exactly. Like we're
Yeah.
It's
That's
gonna go
definitely gonna be the-
summertime.
Yeah.
All the friends, the whole squad. Like we're
Yeah,
gonna.
we gotta get the whole squad and head up to the movie theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah.
great, and especially like
Oh
when
my
I heard
God,
Ryan
yeah.
Reynolds speaking, dude, that was so funny too. Like I just love.
Oh my
I
god!
know.
You just hear like Deadpool's voice too.
Deadpool, exactly.
I know. It's
hilarious.
so
I will say
funny.
though, the scuffed Emolga 3D models they had on the top of their roof in one scene,
The what?
they look. There was like this Emolga, you know, the Pokemon.
Yeah, I,
They
mean,
had
I
like
didn't see
a
that
3D
though.
model. Okay, they were really bad. They look so out of place, dude. Like they look so,
I'm gonna have to go back and see what you're talking about.
it's like it's in the trading district. You know when he's asking like this person, can you hear him talk? And he's like Pika Pika, and he's
Yeah.
like, oh, aren't you adorable, Pika Pika? And he's like, you can't hear me. You know, like right before that happens, you can see kind of like these the trading stands or like the stands where they sell food, the food stands. Right above it, there's like three Emolga like chewing on something together, and they look like the models look so much like something out of Pokemon Go or rather like Pokken Tournament than kind of realistic
okay.
sound.
I'm gonna have to go
So
back
they
and look at that.
definitely do it. They look so out of
Yeah.
place, like compared to everything
That's
else
so
in
weird.
the area.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to say though that That Jigglypuff genuinely creeped me out though. Like that was.
Oh
Really?
yeah. The way the
I
Jigglypuff
don't like
looked.
I
that.
think it looks awesome.
The Jigglypuff is so cute, like in its original. Now it all looks all like disturbing. Like
And then they went with the green eyes on it too, which I found cool. Did
Yeah.
you guys notice that the Jigglypuff has green eyes?
Oh, I didn't. That's cool.
Yeah, and
I
Pikachu
did,
has like
but
a
it looks
white
awesome.
belly too, which I think was a reference to like something I saw on Twitter.
Hmm.
But I think if you don't have anything else to add, we can talk about the good stuff that happened yesterday, which is Pokemon Let's Go finally released. So,
Yes.
how are you guys liking it? I mean, I know Ruffled already beat the game, but
I'm in love with it.
yeah, I've been
I'll
playing
let
it a
him
lot.
start. I'll let him start before I go. You know, go off.
Yeah, how are you liking it, Zach?
I'm in love with it. Like I'm playing it right now.
Yeah, I can
And I'm
hear.
making it harder for I'm making it harder for myself. You know that cave when you're going to Lavender Town and it's all dark, right? And you have to use like the flash in the original game to like
Uh-huh.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going through this without using the special move that gets rid of the fog. Just
Oh my God.
because I want to torture myself. So,
Dude,
Um,
do you remember in what was it, Pokemon, I think like in the 4th generation, do you remember like when you were going down the cycling road, there was like a cave where you could find Gibbles? I don't know if you
in
remember that.
Fortune,
In 4th gen, there was a cave where you could find a Gibble. It was like right before I think like Hearthome City or whatever.
I think I vaguely do.
If you remember
yeah.
that cave, it was like Rock Tunnel where you couldn't get through it unless you had Flash. And dude, I remember
Uh-huh.
as a kid, I went so deep into that cave without Flash that I had no clue how to get out. For like I'm not even joking when I say for like a month, I was just screwed on how to get out. And I didn't have like any escape ropes or any Pokemon that knew dig or anything, so I was legit screwed. Like it was terrible.
That
Yeah.
sucks. I've had that happen to me. With like, oh god, Victory Road without Flash. Oh, I think it was in like Hoenn or whatever, like Gen 3. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
But anything else in terms of how you feel about the game or?
I really like Kanto.
Yeah.
Even all these years later, it's still
I love
such a good
Kanto. I mean,
region.
you all can call me a Gen 1er as much as you want in the comments, but like
Yeah,
I love Kanto.
there's
Like,
so much
I don't even
unnecessary
care.
hate for Kanto now, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's good. Like it's Pokemon. Like I don't know. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
And the thing for me was it was my first game, so obviously to me it's gonna be like the game that I remember the most is my favorite. If you started with 4th gen as your favorite, you'll probably like Diamond and Pearl more. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with because since I was like 3 years old, I watched the Pokemon show. So Kanto is like, like, and it was like the Kanto show, the original. So like my whole life, like it's just kind of ingrained in me, I guess, Kanto. So
Mhm.
from a very, so it's just it has this magic to it, and it's still there. Like even now, like as an adult, it's still magical to me.
Yep.
Like I don't know if you feel the same way, but oh my, and the music, I love it. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
it's
music,
so
the
good.
remix music sounds great.
It really does. I can't wait to hear like the champion, like the all that
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah, I already looked into like a little bit of the music because I don't really consider music to be leak. So
Yeah. Did you look at the champion too? Like, did you spoil that for yourself or no?
like the battle?
No, who the person is that's the champion.
No, I don't know what any of that is. I just looked
Okay,
at
good.
I
Yeah.
just listened to the theme or whatever because I don't consider music to be leaks. So
Okay, good.
and the remix theme sounds really good. It's not the best one in my opinion, but it's pretty good.
See, here's the thing with the
Yeah.
themes, though, is that they're exactly the same as the old ones. There's no major differences. It's after the first loop that it starts playing the kind of slightly more remixed version. So it's essentially just the same music as before, but just the second loop of it is the one that's changed and different and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah. So is it my time to go ham?
Yep.
I bet you're up.
It's all on you
I think
now.
out of everyone here, I probably have the largest opinion because everybody knows here how much, not hatred, but how much worry rather I had for this game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
you,
leave
you
it
always
on
have the
Johnny P.
strong opinions on all the podcasts.
Oh, yeah. I'll start with this. It is good. It is a good game. I will not sit here and try to bullshit my way out of it. And I'm happy that I was wrong about it being a horrible game potentially, which it was like the small inch of me feeling it was going to be that, but most of me was feeling like, oh, sorry about that. Most of me was feeling it was going to be a good game, but with, just a lack of stuff to do past a certain point, which it kind of is. It's kind of what like I generally expected it to be, which is a fun game, but lacking compared to other Pokemon games we had in the past. That's what I feel this game is. So I have had like 5 main issues, which I already shared with you guys, and I'll kind of briefly summarize them because I already have like a review plan on this thing. But to summarize it simply, one, the lack of a major post game is a bit of a problem to me because like once you're done with the Elite Four, you can just do the kind of basic stuff you do in any other Pokemon game, which is just general Wi-Fi battles and trading, and then also shiny hunting. But those are really like that's kind of in every Pokemon game. That's kind of like if it isn't there, you're like, okay, what's up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's kind of already there. But then when you look at what's new in terms of post game, there's like a tiny amount of story based stuff, and then just the master trainers, and that's it. Just the master trainers, and that's really lackluster in my opinion. And the second problem is the lack of new like other Pokemon. Because I'll be honest, if you play the game from when you start the game until you finish the Elite Four, and you just catch everything you encounter, you will have every Pokemon that you can possibly get, essentially. And maybe, not the legendaries and stuff, but every other general Pokemon, you'll most likely have it if you just, catch everything that you encounter on your way. You may be missing a few here or there, but generally speaking, we'll have most of it. And to me, that's a bit of a problem because I like when I'm done with the game to go out and like be like, okay, there's tons of other Pokemon that aren't from this generation that I still want to catch, right? Let's say if I'm playing, Sun and Moon, maybe I'm going to catch like a Hawlucha or whatever, which isn't from, that region, but I can still catch it, right? So that was a problem because I feel like if they just included like Gen 2 and 3, I would have been given this game like a better rating than the one that I'm giving it now. I would have given it way better, but that's just another issue. 2 or 3, it's a graphical related issue. Now, what I mean by graphical, I'm not talking about like the textures and the world and the colors and stuff. I'm talking about animation because that's still a part of the graphics of the game, right? No matter how you twist it, that's still part of it. That's part of the graphics. And I've got to say, they really dropped the ball because the animations in Sun and Moon, which I talked to this with Aero before the stream, the animations in Sun and Moon are actually better than in this game. Like, I'm not talking about the cinematics. I'm talking about the character animations when you're like walking in the world and talking to characters and stuff, or little cutscenes, with character interaction are horribly animated. Like they're actually not even animated. They're just static characters and they walk in grids. So that to me is just it's so bad. Also, next point, the game is broken. Okay, the game is broken because you can essentially boost all the stats on a Pokemon with candy and max it out to a ludicrous amount. So competitive is not going to work properly in this game. It's going to work, but it's going to be stupidly broken. Like you can have a Mewtwo that has maxed out in every stat, and let me just say, if somebody has that, they're going to destroy every battle in competitive. Like you won't be able to stop them if you find someone, especially hackers. Hackers will be so easily destroying anyone in competitive, anyone that's playing the game legitimately, because they can just make like the most insane Mewtwo, insane Dragonite, whatever. So that's a big problem in my opinion because they just made it so easy to make Pokemon's broken.
And there was actually on Twitter, someone confirmed that there is no hack check in Let's Go either. So like you can pretty much bring in any Pokemon you want and they won't care.
Oh, yeah.
You could bring in a Venusaur that knows like flamethrower and it won't care. Like it'll just say that it's fine. So that in another way is not really good. So you already know with hackers having all that, you're gonna have your Pidgeots using like Thunderbolt and stuff like that. So it's not gonna be good.
I have a question because there was like confusion about this before launch because I haven't tried the online mode yet. Is there online with random players too?
No,
I haven't looked into it.
Oh my god!
No, I can tell you right now.
You can't battle random people online.
No.
Really? I thought they talked.
I mean, you can kind of do it, but it's a very dumb system. Okay, let me tell you. So basically, if you go into a Wi-Fi battle, right, you have to type in a code. Now, what you have to do is you usually type in that code to find another person that right? You tell I tell you like, oh, Arrow, I want to battle you in a Wi-Fi battle. Yeah. What code will we use? You're like, okay, just put Pikachu Eevee Pikachu, as your code. And the thing is, you can find random battles if you type in a code that somebody else typed out, right? That's the only way to find random battles, but such an insufficient system, I'm gonna be honest and say. And also it's a poor
I
system.
see.
It's a poor system for trading, dude, because you'll be trying to trade with someone and you keep finding like random Asian people instead. It's a really poor system. I'm gonna tell you, online is horrible in this game. Really bad.
I mean, I can't say I expected it to be amazing, but
No, but like I feel like they could have just like I don't know why it was so
yeah, would it really
hard
have
for them
taken
to
a
just
lot
kind
of
of
time for them to just
you know what
put
I mean?
like the GTS or something?
Doesn't it, could have been not even just had to be friend. Here's your friend list, right? Simple as that.
And it's
Yeah,
weird,
just
like Game Freak's always done a pretty good. Other than like Sun and Moon had some weird stuff that they did, but like X and Y had really good communication features, and like
yeah, the
Global
PSS.
Trade Station was ahead of its time when it came out.
Yeah, PSS
And
was dope, and then they ruined it with Festival Plaza, and this is just even worse.
yep,
Yeah, this is genuinely I don't like the current online system. It's just
Mm-hmm.
but I do think that Gen 8 will probably do some crazy stuff.
Oh,
definitely.
by far, yeah.
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 Final complaint though. I will say this. And this is just me. I don't know if this happens to everyone, but this is not just me. This happens to me and also Joe Merrick, aka the guy who runs CRB.net. He's had this issue as well. And I think both of me, I agree 100% with what he says. And that is that there's a huge inconsistency when you're playing in Doctor mode in this game when you're throwing Pokeballs. Sometimes you'll be throwing straight forward, but your Pokeball goes all the way to the left. Or not just that, also, you'll be throwing a Pokeball, like an Ultra Ball, right? You throw an Ultra Ball on a Pokemon with a green ring, and you get an excellent throw, 3 times in a row, an excellent throw, and it fails every time, right? That happens so many times to me while
You
playing.
mean like it'll land on the Pokemon, but it won't catch it?
No,
No, like it
try-
wiggles
start
3
catching
times and then
but
it pops out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've noticed that. The motion controls have been good for me though. I guess maybe it's the Pokeball Plus is better.
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know.
I've heard people say the
Probably.
Pokeball.
Yeah, it's very precise. I haven't had any troubles aiming. But yeah, I've noticed that too. Like I'll literally throw the most perfect everything and like it'll still let loose. It's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, I learned the trick in how to catch Pokemon like this because the thing that people don't understand is what you do is you literally take your Joy-Con, you point it horizontally at the screen, and then press Get Ready because once you do that, it resets everything, and then you throw your Pokeball. Because what people do is they have their Joy-Con like down with them on their lap or whatever, and then they press Get Ready, so it screws up everything. But even if I do that, like I'll say 70% of the time it'll work, and I'll usually get like the throw that I want. But there's still like a 30% of time where I swear I throw it straight and it goes all the way to the right for some random reason.
For me, it's
Yeah,
like 90%.
Me
Really?
it's 50-50. Me, it's 50-50. And it's
Yeah.
more noticeable for me, though, because you got to keep in mind, I shiny hunt. So, I see these because I've,
Oh
you
yeah,
know, you guys, you intersperse between battling and catching. I'm just doing catching at this point. So I notice it way more, like
Mhm.
all the time. And also, you're using a Pokeball Plus, so you probably notice it way less than us. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really
So-
inconsistent, man. It's really inconsistent to me.
I have-
which is
wait.
my biggest complaint.
Okay, I have one more question. With the with catching shinies, do they do
Mhm.
anything to like rig it so you can catch it easily since it's so rare?
No,
Like, didn't they
no.
do that in Go? Oh my god!
No, you can give
That's
them
will
sucks.
berries, but that's
dude,
about
dude,
it.
I'll tell you this. It sucks.
I'm gonna have to
ass,
throw a
dude.
Master Ball.
Dude, the worst is if they run away because Pokemon run away in this game.
Exactly. Like what? So
Um,
you'd find a shiny and then it'd run away.
That's
Let me tell you about
that's
today.
I
what it
would
is.
die.
Let
And
me
it's
tell
so
you about today, 'cause I
reliable.
was
Like
hunting
you
for
could
a
have.
shiny.
Oh my god.
I can tell you about specifically shinies, man. I was hunting for a shiny today, and it was basically I was hunting for a Ghastly, right? And
would love
what ended
that.
up happening was you need to get
Oh
your
my
combo. You need to get your combo up, right, in the game. Like you need to increase your your catch combo. And I kept doing it, right? I kept trying to get all the way to because you got to get to 31 to have the maximum chance for a shiny, and also like maximum IV, like perfect IVs, right? So what I kept doing was I kept trying to get my chain up, but every single time, dude, I got the chain up to like 10 or 15 or 6 or whatever, and it got broken because the Pokemon runs away in the most ludicrous manner, right? It runs away after 2 Pokeballs hitting it and not catching it, right? Even if they were perfect throws and they didn't catch it and then it just runs away. And it breaks your chain and it frustrated the shit out of me.
I have that experience too because I'm not shiny
That
hunting right now. But the
sucks.
thing is, if you guys don't know, when you get to Cerulean City and you go above Nugget Bridge to the top, in that patch of grass, you can actually get a wild Squirtle. And I want a Squirtle on my team. So I keep chaining, like, I think Pidgeys or Psyducks or whatever in that area. And you have to keep chaining it for a while. And then after you do that, a Squirtle will appear. So I always get to, like, 5 or 6. And then the Psyduck just runs away. And I have to restart. So it's really annoying.
Ugh.
Yeah. But I think
Sucks.
besides the motion controls and then like the way that the animations work, I would say those are really the only two big complaints that I have as of right now from playing it. Obviously, I still have yet to
Mhm.
finish the game, so I don't know like if there's going to be more problems. But
I'll tell you, if you're shiny hunting, you're gonna have a lot of problems. It's. I mean, I
Nah.
would say this, right? It's the shiny hunting is hard, not in the sense of the hunting being hard, like the getting the Pokemon itself being.
it's praying
That's
that they won't
easy.
run
This
away.
is Yeah, no. It's not even that. It's the praying that the game will actually let you catch a Pokemon when you do a good, because it doesn't seem like doing good rewards you in this game. Like
Yeah.
doing good throws doesn't reward
Dude,
you, which is
that's what
really
I'm saying. I
unfortunate.
literally tweeted about this like a few hours ago. Every time I do an excellent throw, it doesn't catch it. But if I just randomly throw it and it hits it somewhere, it will catch it.
Yeah, it's
I don't
so
understand how
nice.
that works. Like I understand. I don't think an excellent is supposed to make like increase your chances. I think it just gives you a bonus. But I think it really should increase your chances, right? Like I don't think it's been proven that if you get an excellent or a great throw, the chances of it being caught are actually increased. You just get a bonus, I'm pretty sure, for like the XP that you get.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, the animations and then the what do you call it? The motion control stuff is really the two issues that I have as of right now for how the game works. But besides that, it's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it a lot. I played it yesterday with my friend. Really fun game. So I definitely recommend it. I feel like
I love it.
if you're a Pokemon fan, you will like the game. If you like it for
Yep.
if you like Pokemon for other reasons, then you might not like it that much. Like if you like Pokemon for breeding or something, you definitely will not enjoy these games because it doesn't
Oh
exist.
no, you'll definitely not like them.
But yeah,
I have to ask. Oh no, it's not. No, sorry, it's not a question. But like, sorry, I'm getting distracted. But like, no, but the only real gripe that I have, which is like, so it's like weird, but I just wish that like Team Rocket and like your rival had their own unique themes,
oh true, true.
like music. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
if they don't. It's like the
Because
same trainer
because
battle.
Giovanni actually had his own theme in Ultra Sun and Moon
Yeah, so I would like a special theme for like your rival and
for
you
when you're
know
facing Team Rocket. Yeah,
yeah,
that's actually
that
weird
would
how
have
they
been
didn't
a
have
really
one.
cool addition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess they just
I don't
thought
know
like
why.
we were trying to make it like the original, but yeah, it's just the
Yeah, and I know
trainer
in the
theme that
original.
plays.
Yeah, so that's all I really. That's the only gripe I have really.
hmm But I think you guys have anything else to add for Let's Go, or we can just take a few viewer questions and then probably wrap up the stream.
It's a lot of fun. I'm tired of the cancel hate, honestly, but
It's a good game. I like it.
yeah,
It's like, to put it like this, right? It's a good game with a
Not
lot of issues, though. Like, if I'm gonna put it honestly, because I finished the game, right? So I have the biggest outlook on it.
yeah.
It's a fun game. Like, I won't deny that. I won't sit here and be like, it's actually a really fun game. Like, I am playing it right now. And I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm really having fun. But the problem with that, though, is that fun is going to be so much more limited compared to previous Pokemon. And I know it will be, because I know that, guess what? I need another few more Pokemon to catch here on my to-do list, and I'm done. There's nothing more to catch. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm done. Then I just got to go and shiny hunt like I do in any other Pokemon game, but just way less Pokemon to shiny hunt, right?
Yeah.
151.
And for me, I would do competitive battling, which doesn't exist in this game.
Exactly. Which, I mean,
Yeah.
it does exist, but it's a broken mess.
Yeah.
Like, literally a broken
Yeah.
mess.
hmm
So, like, if this game was made in like 2005 or 2006, it would have been perfect. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Or if this was made for the Wii U, this would have been amazing. But like, I feel like we're so past
Honestly, the
games
Wii
being
U.
this,
Like now that you mentioned the
slow
Wii
content.
U, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just gotta say, now that you mentioned the Wii U, I feel like they could have made something really cool where like with the Wii U, like instead of like throwing your Joy-Con or whatever to catch the
Maybe
Pokemon,
aiming or
what if no, not even aiming. What if you like took the stylus on the tablet and flicked a Pokeball into the screen?
Oh, that would have been cool.
Like
That would have been really cool. Actually.
There's
Yeah.
actually one game that did that in Nintendo Land where you were taking like the ninja shurikens and like hitting them. I don't know if you
I
guys know what
remember
I'm
that.
talking about.
Yeah,
But like, what if you did that with a Pokeball at the Pokemon? Like, I don't know. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it, I think this game on the Wii U would have been fun. But yeah,
Mhm.
what were you saying, Ruffled? You can go on. Sorry.
No. I know what you mean. That sounds awesome, actually. Like, that would have been freaking great. But no, but what I was saying about the Wii or the Wii U, whichever one, I feel like this game would have fit really well on that, because like back then, I feel like this could have been a pretty acceptable game to get on that. But I feel like today, where we've had so many Pokemon games that have, given us so many Pokemon to catch and so many options for, competitive battling, so many options for shiny hunting, right? And then you get this game with literally like 80% less of that stuff. It's just like like I don't know, like it's a fun game, but like what do you do, once you're done with just the base game, which is what everybody's gonna do in any Pokemon game, right? Because this game offers like 50% of what a Pokemon game should usually offer, right? And what I mean by that is like the first 50% is like the story and the initial playthrough, right? And the other 50% is the post game, shiny hunting, Wi-Fi battles, that sort of stuff.
And like the story stuff that they revealed in the trailer with like green and all
Yeah,
that.
a lot of them were spoiled as well.
What?
Yeah. No, yeah, no. I meant like the story stuff and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
No, that's all I was gonna say.
All right, so is that all you guys have for Let's Go? And then should we just take a few viewer questions?
I guess the last thing I'll say is that the real test will be the long term. Like, will we still want to play this like later on? Like, will we want to replay it? Maybe. I feel like I might.
Yeah, this game I
back
could
and
see
replay this.
I could see myself replaying this game because it's just like I'm not gonna be losing anything. I feel like, because I wouldn't replay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't replay Ultra Sun and Moon because it has all of my current Pokemon right now, like the ones that I've transferred for generations. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wait, can't you just go on your second account and like have a second save file or whatever on your Switch?
Oh, on the Switch, yeah. I thought you were talking about Ultra Sun and Moon for a second. I was like,
oh no, I was talking about
can't do that.
replaying Let's Go.
Yeah, you could technically do that. Also, you just make a new account and then play Let's Go again.
Yeah, like I'm
that.
thinking like I'll probably like every once in a while get I'll want to come back to Kanto, get the nostalgia, all that, and like I'll probably go back to the
I
game
can
for
see
that.
myself doing that actually, to be honest.
Yeah, like I think it'd be really fun.
Or this could just be like a fun game if you like want to do like a 24-hour stream or something, and then just want to play through the whole game.
Yeah.
Which we've already seen from Ruffled's stream, so.
Well, fair enough. But I will be honest, I wouldn't replay this game personally.
You wouldn't?
After finishing it, like again, you guys are still not done with it, but I'll be honest.
He's just a Kanto hater, chat.
No.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, guys. I don't hate Kanto. I mean, I'm fucking tired of it. Okay, sorry for swearing again, but I'm genuinely tired of it. I'm gonna be honest because I feel like we're being force fed it at this point. Or at least
I know a lot of people feel that way, but I love Kanto still. I haven't changed
you guys
at all.
Grew up with it. You guys grew up with it. I didn't though. I
grew up with
Hoenn.
That's what I grew up with too. It was like both.
See, that's the thing, right? I love
Hoenn's my favorite region, by the way.
But I still shit on ORAS for a lot of things.
Me too.
One of those things being, where the hell was the Battle Frontier?
Yeah, why? Why did they do that?
What kind of bullshit excuse did you have this time? So with that
they botched that game. They hate Hoenn, I swear. No, but
they just love.
That was so much. Yeah. That was bad.
No, but I think like there is some reasons to replay this game, but I personally I would not replay this after finishing what I'm doing right now, which is just shiny hunting. After that, I think I'm kind of done with this game. I think I won't revisit it. And like, unless, like 2 years in the future, like when I'm feeling like, guys, I don't know what to play today. And people are like, yeah, man, I don't know. You can play this, you can play that. I'd be like, guys, what if we played Let's Go again? You guys remember that game? And people are like, whatever. Sure, dude. I get to see it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know.
It depends. I could see myself playing it maybe, I don't know, in a few years. I'm just trying to make it last until Smash right now, and then I'll probably not touch it.
Smash, though, that's going to be the game we play for years to come. Guaranteed.
Yes. Yep. That'll be the game that we will be streaming a lot. We could probably do something with that too, maybe.
It's going to be like 2027, and we're still going to be playing. Yeah. Like,
because there's not going to be another Smash now until the next system. So.
Yeah.
All right, but I think now we can take just a few viewer questions. So let me just look in the Discord and see. I have to go from the month of. I'll just look at all the ones that start from this month. Thoughts on the November 1st Direct? We already talked about that. Oh, here's one. Which Pokemon are you most excited to see come to life in Pokemon Detective Pikachu?
Ooh.
So, like, which one you would like to see?
Oh, Lugia or Rowlet. I think personally. Oh, Nidoking! Nidoking! I want Nidoking. Give me Nidoking, please.
I mean, they already have Charizard. That was, like, my favorite Pokemon, so they already have that. But maybe, like, I don't know. Just maybe,
it would be cool to see some Ghost-type Pokemon, like,
yeah, like how they would look with the...
Yeah.
just like with like
Maybe they could go in a haunted house or something.
yeah. Or maybe I don't know, maybe some just like artificial Pokemon, like Pokemon that are machines, just to see how they would look,
Yeah,
like a
like
Klinklang or
Mewtwo.
something.
Oh yeah.
You know, just seeing it like with shiny gears and stuff. Like I can't imagine like how it would look, but
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course,
um,
I'd want to see Mudkip too, because Mudkip's my favorite Pokemon. So.
yeah, Mudkip. And Mudkip would be cool.
I
Uh, Alpha said, "What is your favorite starter Pokemon?" Charmander for
already
you.
answered that.
Yeah, Mudkip for you. I'm assuming Rowlet, right?
No, for me
Oh,
it's actually Lugia. That's my favorite. Oh wait, no, did we say
No,
starter
favorite
Pokemon?
yeah,
starter.
starter. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, funny enough, it isn't actually Rowlet. It's actually Cyndaquil.
Oh, okay. Well, Cyndaquil's good too. I picked Cyndaquil.
Yo, I did it. I went through that cave without using like flash.
Very
Oh,
nice.
really?
Nice.
Nice. Congrats.
Nice.
Thanks.
Let's see. Masked Warrior asked thoughts on the recent interview that Sakurai had with Famitsu. This was actually a good interview. I'm gonna actually pull it up, but like before I pull it up, we can just answer some of the other questions. Here, can someone read the next question after? I'm gonna pull up the interview. Are you on the
I don't have the
Discord?
chat open,
Can you
so
do it, Zach? Because I don't have it up right now.
I don't have it up.
Wait, let me see if we can.
Here, I'll just read the next question, I guess. While I look for the article, it said, "Have your expectations for Gen 8 changed after playing Let's Go?" That's the next question.
No.
No.
Like I don't know. I mean, like I kind of already expect Gen 8 to be very separate from this. Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's very unpredictable what they could do. I don't see this affecting it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Does anyone have like a link to that interview? Because I'm trying to look on their website right now. I can't find it.
Source Gaming tweeted about it, I think.
Yeah, let me go to Source Gaming's Twitter then. But let me see. The next question in the Discord after was, how long do you think that Game Freak would take to make a Breath of the Wild like game? I would say probably 6 to 7
4
years.
years. No,
Really?
4
Yeah.
4 years.
honestly.
I would say like 4 to 6 years.
Really? I just feel like it would be 6 to 7 because their team is small compared to like the ones that have made these big, like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild type of games.
I would say
if it
that they
keeps
would
growing,
hire more people and
Yeah, if it
prepare
obviously
for
keeps
it
growing, then
before.
obviously they can make it in 4 to 5 years maybe then.
Yeah. So that I would say like if they were to make that kind of game, they're gonna prepare. They're gonna like hire more people, make sure that it's a smooth process. So
This is pretty much just a question for you, Zach. DDog10132 saying, "What do you think about the Pokeball Plus, and have you used it much? Considering me and Rowell
I
don't
love
have
it.
It's all yours. Yeah.
I actually used it until the battery died yesterday, and I had to charge it. So then I used the Joy-Con a bit, and I really like the Pokeball Plus. It's like I feel like if I had this as a kid, my mind would have absolutely exploded, like at the stuff because you catch the Pokemon, it makes a swinging sound. It's cool getting to throw it like you would a normal Pokeball too, which I've like always wanted since I was like a kid, like to be able to throw a Pokeball and like have it be like in the game where it throws the Pokeball in the game. And so that's really cool with the motion controls. I personally really like the motion controls. And the only problem I have with it is that there's no like way to screenshot or press. There's no home button or screenshot button. So if I want to
record, yeah.
So if I want to screenshot or like record the footage, I have to walk up to my dock and press the screenshot button with the Joy-Con inside the dock.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then I have to press the home button on the other Joy-Con, and then I can use the Pokeball Plus to like maneuver to send it. So that's the only real problem that I have with it is screenshotting is kind of inconvenient. Like it's really not user friendly. But other than that, the sounds that it makes, like of the Pokemon, like when you catch it, it makes it does its cry. The HD rumble feels really good. The motion controls are really precise, and it's a really good device. Like I would say, it's the definitive way to play Let's Go.
What would you rate it out of 10?
I would rate it a 9 out of 10 because it's still a little inconvenient and like not be able to send screenshots and like there should be some kind of little thing you can press to do
like
that.
a button combo or something with like the top.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then
But
you said the battery ran out. How was the battery life on it? Like
really good. The only reason why it ran out is because I got it out of the box. I didn't charge it or anything.
oh okay.
But I haven't looked at the battery life though. But I would assume that the battery life is probably around what the Joy-Con is, which is pretty good.
I
So
think the Joy-Con is like 10 to 12 hours or something. Like
yeah,
that.
because this ran out after 8 hours, I think. So, and this was when it wasn't even charged; it was just straight out of the box.
Yeah,
So,
I think in the box they charge halfway.
yeah, so probably 16 hours then. So that's not bad. Just charge it when you go to sleep. You'll be good.
Yeah. All right, let me see. I pulled up the interview here. So here's the stuff that was mentioned in that interview. Sakurai just reiterated that the project plan for Smash Ultimate was finished in December of 2015. So that's when they already knew when the characters.
That was good to know.
Yeah. He said Sakurai wanted to pick a newcomer to represent content from a new game. With Ultra Sun and Moon, a slot was left open. Eventually, after some consideration, they went with Incineroar because Sakurai said he wanted to try making a pro wrestler character.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I mean, like, because since Incineroar is like based around fighting and stuff, you can see that.
Yeah.
Next thing it says the decision to cut out trophies was made pretty early in the development process. The team decided to put their efforts into bringing all the fighters back instead. The trophies will take way more development time than people actually think they did.
Understandable.
Yeah, I mean, I totally like in the way that they have spirits now. Honestly, I kind of dig spirits now instead of trophies because spirits I can actually really see myself trying to like come up with different combos for which fighters I would use and like trying to like level them up and stuff instead of like trophies where I just look at them maybe like once or twice and then never look at them again.
Yeah, they're interactive.
Exactly.
Kind of have purpose.
And then the last thing here is the game has already gone gold. Sakurai looks forward to talking more about the game's adventure mode and other things in the future. For now, just please look forward to playing the game. So,
what does gold mean in the video game? Because that industry, because I know that in
I was kind of
music,
confused about that as well. Like,
yeah, because like in music it means 500,000, but maybe in video games it means 1,000,000 or more.
yeah, I'm actually unsure.
All
about
I know
that,
is the music standard, which is 500. It's 500,000 units.
Yeah, like they always say, like it's gone platinum or it's gone gold.
Yeah, and platinum would be 1,000,000.
Yeah,
and then diamond's like 10 million, I think.
Yeah, I don't know about music. If anyone in the chat knows, please.
I know the music standard. I just don't know the.
I don't know if the music standard applies to the same number.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah, because like music doesn't sell like video games do. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, he also said though that he's going to talk about the adventure mode at a later time. Do you think he's talking like before release or after release?
What did he say?
He says he looks forward to talking more about the adventure mode in the future. But like, do you think he means like before the game releases, or do you think he means after?
I would guess maybe. I don't know actually. That's weird. I hope he shouldn't talk about it though.
I mean,
wait. Maybe he means like talking about like how he did like the development of it maybe in an interview.
Oh, okay. I could see
like
that.
So Me Too column, he can be like, so this cutscene with like Pit fighting, whatever. Like we worked really hard on this, and yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Or maybe he was just talking a little bit about how it's gonna work because technically we don't know how it's gonna work. He just showed us a little trailer at the end of that direct.
Yeah.
I don't want him to go into that though. I kind of want to find that out for myself.
Exactly. Like I want to go in blind.
Like,
and that sounds so
I could
magical.
see him doing that where like he just like one day like there's like a video that gets uploaded where he's just showing like you walk around this board, you collect these little trophies and stuff, and I don't know.
Yeah, which I won't be watching because
I probably won't watch that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely not going to be looking at the cutscenes either, but I kind of want to look at all that stuff myself, like when I actually get the game. But yeah, let's see. Next question down here.
I just paused my game, so I'm gonna wait till everything's over because I'm at Lavender Town now. I haven't yet, but that's gonna be a moment, so I'm gonna let it.
See. Has Nintendo and the Switch satisfied you more in 2018 or was 2017 better? And do you think that 2019 will be better than this year?
2017 was way better.
Yeah, definitely compared to this year. Last year was better, but next year I think it's going to be debatable if it's going to be as good as 2017.
Yeah,
Like we have
but
to
at the
see the
same
games first, but like the way it's sounding, it looks like 2019 will be better.
exactly, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy 2019.
You know, I mean, because
most.
if the Luigi's Mansion game turns out to be terrible, then I don't know how I'll feel. Or if Animal Crossing isn't what people expected it to be, or if Gen 8 it looks not what people wanted, then it might not be that good of a year. Like right now,
Better not jinx it, dude.
I'm not. No. It'll be amazing. It'll be game
Yeah.
of the year. I'll jinx it that way. But
Yeah.
yeah, like you know, that's the thing. Like right now on paper, it sounds good, but then once you actually see it, it depends.
I will say though that the hype behind Smash Bros is still better than anything we had last year.
Yeah,
Like in terms of the build
yeah,
up,
I can agree
it
with
was
that.
way more exciting than the build up to Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. Even though those games are masterpieces, Smash is just more exciting.
Yeah, because Smash gives us those like character trailers and stuff like that at the end of directs, where you don't get that with Odyssey.
Yeah,
You know.
Smash has its own. It has its own advantage. It's in a league of its own in terms of hype.
And then we have like our own like Smash directs where Sakurai hosts them and stuff. You don't have like Mario Odyssey directs or any of that. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Opinions on the Detective Pikachu trailer. We already talked about that. There's rumors of a Zelda anime that's coming to the Switch with the creators from the Castlevania anime. Do you guys want this to happen or not?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, I personally haven't seen the Castlevania anime either. I mean, I've heard people say that it's pretty good.
It is, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't. Is it an
how-
anime? Because I think it's made by though, like, it's Western
Oh.
studio.
Oh, really?
I think it's just a cartoon, but it's from like this Netflix studio. But they're like real. It's actually like the first like pretty good like video game related show, you know, or not. You know, not the first because there's still some other stuff, but you know what I mean. Like it's just good, which is rare for a show or a movie of a video game.
And then Meowser also asked one more thing. Who do you guys think should win Game of the Year? Do you think that Celeste has any chance? I feel like it'll probably be Red Dead Redemption 2, to be honest.
Yeah, it's gonna be Red Dead Redemption.
I don't think it
2.
deserves it though.
It's
I'm gonna be honest.
Rockstar, so it's gonna like there's
Yeah.
it's literally law. Like you, it's not like you have a choice. No,
I mean,
No. But I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, I personally don't think like Red Dead reserves the game of the year because I think the Spider-Man game and like God of War are somewhat better.
yeah, I want Spider-Man to win.
yeah, I want Spider-Man
Yeah.
to win, but I can also say like I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, so I can't judge that.
Yeah,
'cause I didn't
me
really
neither.
play it, so.
It's good. It's really good. It's really, really good. But it has a lot of issues within it. Like the second half of the game is just
Did
kind
you play?
of monotonous.
Did you play all of them, Ruffle? Did you play God of War, Spider-Man, and Red Dead 2?
Played but not finished everything yet.
Okay, and so from
Well,
what you've experienced so far, you think Red Dead doesn't deserve to win?
Like it's a good game. Like they're all really like almost tied for it. I feel like Red Dead has a few issues that make the game a little bit, God
Wait,
of,
Ruffle.
I think it's slightly. I mean, it's on the same level of God of War, but I think God of War, like I think Red Dead has more to offer than God of War. I think once the online thing is out for Red Dead this month, they said, once that is out, I think that will definitely boost it to Game of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys beaten Spider-Man?
Not yet. No.
I'm about to. I heard.
I did. Oh my god!
I heard it's a good ending.
I'm not gonna spoil.
No, I'm about to because I'm on
Oh
Thanksgiving
my
break right now,
God.
so I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to beat it this.
I was like,
break.
it was. No, I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Yeah, please.
say it.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah, I think people just said it was a mix of emotions or something. That's what I read, but.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
We'll
Oh,
see.
I literally just mentioned Thanksgiving, and the next question here from Rat says, not Nintendo related, but what are your guys' Thanksgiving plans?
We don't have Thanksgiving here. So.
Yeah, you don't.
That
think-
would suck, man. Because Thanksgiving's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just
sorry,
gonna
but-
be chilling with all the family I haven't seen in a while. Probably have a good, nice dinner, and then head out Black Friday shopping.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna like just have a big. I have the most unhuman appetite and metabolism ever. So I'm gonna eat so much food, and that's gonna be awesome. So and like I've been exercising, and it makes me need even more food. So it's gonna be this year. It's not human. And then I'm gonna play some probably like Pokemon afterwards or some kind of game, and then I'll probably go to sleep, and then go Black Friday shopping the next day.
Yep,
Have fun. Pick up Kirby.
definitely yes, Kirby.
Yeah.
Let me see. The next. Oh, Vanilla Q says, if you guys haven't already answered this, what do you think about Reggie deconfirming that there's going to be an N64 classic? No, see, this I actually just saw on Twitter, like right before this podcast started, and I really feel like he's just lying. I think they're definitely gonna have one. He's just not saying it right now, like, because why would he announce it in some random interview?
Yeah.
You know, it'll happen. It has to. Like, they already know how much money they're making from SNES and NES classics, so it's gonna happen for N64.
Man, people are gonna be so sad. Like, if the scenario happens where like they put Banjo-Kazooie on the N64 Classic, but then Banjo aren't in Smash, and instead they have Minecraft as the Microsoft version.
Oh my god.
That would make so many people just gone.
Do you see that the Pokeball Plus could be used in future Pokemon games as a Pokewalker?
Maybe.
Does it even have anything to calculate like footsteps or anything like that? I don't think it does.
No.
Like it can't count that.
I feel like I will say though, it's nice and portable, very tiny, but yet comfortable though. You know. I don't.
I heard it's very like packed. Like it feels heavier than it looks. You know what I mean?
It does. It's very like quality feeling. I like you were feeling a quality product. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but it feels like I don't know. To me, like you got it really cheap though. It's like.
Yeah, $20.
Yeah, that's worth it. Yeah.
I can't get it for that amount though, which is why I feel like it isn't. It's too expensive for a single game. You know what I mean? Which is what I think it is going to be for. I think it's only going to be for a single game. Which it just, I don't know. It just, the value proposition is just not there for me.
Yeah, it's literally $10 off from a new AAA game. So
exactly, I'd rather rebuy freaking Spider-Man again rather than rather that, dude.
Yeah. Let me see here. I think. Do we have any more questions? Oh, there's one more here. What are your guys' theory about Gen 8 titles? I really don't know what they could call the next gen, to be honest. Like, I feel like they've run out of everything.
Plus minus, I think is
plus
what
minus makes sense, but like
they have not run out of stuff, dude. Trust me, there's a lot of like correlation things you can do.
Really, but like I just can't think of any other ones that wouldn't sound stupid. Like Pokemon Up and Down or some stupid thing like that.
Pokemon Ultraviolet, I don't know.
Because think about it, they did in the past Red and Green, right? That was the original game. If we don't include Blue, does the Red and Green, like when you think of them two versus Red and Blue, does it really match in your head as good? Like it doesn't really, because that was the original ones, right? So I think they can definitely do a few that aren't just like a perfect match.
I guess. Yeah, that's true.
They'll just go all over the place.
Yeah, there's some that. Yeah, I would like the. I think I saw this one idea like names after like chemicals or something.
Yeah, they can
crazy.
Do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Pokemon Chemical and Nuclear. Remember that got like earlier this year. That sounded so stupid to me. Like I didn't even.
But like actual names of chemicals, like different chemical names, that would sound so like crazy.
I was just gonna say like, why don't they do metals and they could do gold and silver, and then I realized how stupid that sounds. Yeah. Never mind.
No, but they can definitely do other metals, because gold and silver aren't the only one,
Yeah, like copper and some other ones, or maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
Pokemon Platinum. That was a good name. That was a good game.
Oh, okay.
Pokemon Platinum.
I thought you were trying to give that as a name. Yeah.
No. No, that's like my second favorite Pokemon games.
I mean, Game Freak, Pokemon Past and Future is always open too.
Yeah,
that's an option.
No, but it is. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
No, but there is a lot of options, and I think plus and minus is.
And I mean, the thing is, like, I always feel like whenever I always feel like they run out of ideas, they always come up with the game, and then I think to myself, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like that actually makes so much sense. How could I not have thought of that? So they'll probably do the same thing again. Like I legit thought after X and Y, I was like, what could they do? And then they did Sun and Moon. So now they had something. So it's the same thing here. They'll come up with something, and I'll be like, oh yeah, how did I not see that one?
Yep. Man, Gen 8's gonna be so good.
Oh, there's a really good one, like a really good fan-made one, which I made a video on a while back. It was such a good one. Like it was a really nice match. I can't remember what it was like. It was something space related, like speed and something. I can't remember the exact one though, but it was. Really
one of those
good.
like leaked ones was speed of light and speed of sound.
That might have been the one, but I don't know. But
that wasn't a fan game. That was just like a leaked.
No,
Like
no, no, no,
made.
no. I said like no, but no, I said fan made, not
Oh,
like
fan made. My
I
bad.
said
My bad.
fan made, like leak or
Yeah, my
whatever.
bad.
Fan made, fake one. But that I remember that one was that was so good though. I remember like that looked the logos looked good, and like the name sounded nice.
Mhm.
Aluminium and tin. Wow, I don't think they'd do that because that would just sound like kitchen appliances, whatever.
Pokemon pot and Pokemon pan.
Ay.
Pokemon table and Pokemon chair.
Oh, the meme is real.
Someone just wrote, "Do you guys want Celeste to win just because it's the only indie game for Game of the Year?" Um,
I'd let it win for
I've
just
heard really
because
good
why
things,
not?
and to be honest, I haven't played the game, so I
Yeah,
don't
me
know.
I
neither.
haven't played it, but I'll just let it win for the heck of it.
That would be fun, yeah. But he also said, realistically, I think God of War deserves to win, and I've played Spider-Man, God of War, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Which one did he say deserves to win?
God of War,
Oh,
yeah. But I
no
think
interest.
that's all the questions in the Discord. We can take a few from the chat and then probably just wrap up the stream.
All right.
Let's see if I'll see if there's any good questions. So, chat. I don't even know how many people are still watching. Probably not a lot. Like 24. If any 24 of you guys have questions, you can ask us now. Otherwise, we'll probably just wrap up the stream.
Skedaddle in the chat. Skedaddle in the chat.
Let me see. I gotta open up the chat. It's in a different window. Gen 8 region predictions. I don't know. Spain would be nice.
That's the most
Australia.
likely one I feel like. But
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I would love a northern country, like
I was gonna say I
Sweden,
want like a
the
snowy
UK,
region or like
Canada.
something like with a different because like everything's
In
been
Antarctica
tropical.
region.
Yeah. No, but like everything's been like tropical and sunny,
Oh
which
yeah,
it was just cool. But I want some like a different kind of area to go
I'm telling you,
into.
dude. Definitely a Nordic country like Sweden, Norway, Finland, Russia, even the UK could work to some extent, though it's still an island, which I think is the most likely one to happen. Canada, like so many good options. I feel like.
Yeah.
That's what I say when I say like I feel like Gen 4 had the best balance of everything. Like you had your mountains and caves that you would have to go through. You had the snowy
Yep, I
area in
agree.
Snow Point City. You had the forest with
Yeah.
Eterna Forest. You had everything in that region. So I want like a
Yeah,
balanced
that was
region
some
like
good
that
stuff.
again. Yeah, I need a balanced
Yeah.
region.
hmm
Mach 15 says, "Would you like a vocal theme in Gen 8 like Smash and Odyssey does?"
Yes.
Yes.
Uh, that
Yes.
would be cool. Yeah, for like maybe like an ending or something
Oh,
like that.
could you imagine like a chant like vocals?
Can you imagine if it was like a vocal that played when you booted up the game every time or something? Like it would be like the anime theme
Yeah.
song or whatever or something like that.
Uh-huh.
That'd be so cool.
Like imagine the like getting up to the champion, big plot twist, blah blah, and then it's like the vocals in the back, and then it's an orchestra, and it's like this fast pace, and it's like this stunning scenery in the back. Oh my god.
Yeah, crazy. Meowser said, "What would be your thoughts if Gen 8 was Pokemon Land and Pokemon Sky?" Someone said that in a Splatoon stream once, and it feels like it could have potential. Land and Sky, I mean, are those like opposites?
Doesn't sound. Yeah, of course they are.
I know, but like you also have water. You have like sea.
Yeah, I know, but I think land and or earth and sky
Earth
makes
and Sky,
total
I
sense
guess. Yeah.
because they're just total opposite of each other. You know what I mean? Sky is
Yeah.
up there, earth is down there. Up, down, left, right.
Yeah. So it'll
Yeah.
probably just be like a really cool ground Pokemon or whatever for land, and like a flying Pokemon for Sky as like the
What plays it
legendaries.
now? Yeah.
I don't know. Isn't Groudon though kind of like the ground Pokemon or land Pokemon anyway though?
Then again, though, like they did Sun and Moon, even though like Lugia is kind of the moon, Boa was the sun.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. They can do whatever they want anymore. They don't care.
Yep. They're gonna make that bank either way.
What unused type combinations would you like to see in Gen 8? Do we have a fire and grass Pokemon? Like a fire and grass?
I don't
think
even
so.
know what types there are.
That would be cool.
Or, sorry,
saw...
I mean I don't know like what types haven't been done yet, like with
Yeah, I know. I just know that's one that
combinations.
I think would be cool because I like when they do
Fire
that. Like
grass,
we
yeah.
have we have a fire water. I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what
Maybe
was
they
it?
could
It's like the
bend the
mythical
rules.
one.
Yeah.
What was it? Volcanion.
Maybe
That's one.
maybe they could bend the rules and do like a one Pokemon that's like has 3 different types at once or something.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. So yeah, I think a
Yeah.
fire and grass Pokemon would be cool. There was a leak about that. I remember like a long time ago, back in the Sun and Moon days, where they were talking about how there was going to be like a really hot chili Pokemon or whatever that was going to be like a grass and fire Pokemon. Man,
Yeah.
Eevee evolutions you want? I want to steal Eevee. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any Eevee types that I care about. Maybe a Dragon type Eevee evolution.
Yep, Dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dragon Eevee would be cool to see. In 2019, do you think that we're gonna get Wii U ports for the Switch, or do you think we're gonna get 3DS ports?
We've already gotten a Wii U port, right?
Yeah,
The new
what
Super
other
Mario
Wii U ports
Bros.
could honestly be left? Like, I feel like the only ones that are left now are Pikmin 3 and Wonderful 101, maybe. And the other games, I feel like, well, 3D Land should get ported, or 3D World. I mean, Mario 3D World, that was a fun game. That should get ported. But the other ones,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
with
but the other
online.
ones like Super Mario Maker, don't port that. Just make that into a sequel. Like make it Super Mario Maker
I
2 or
agree.
something.
Yeah. So Super Mario 3D World, Metroid Prime Trilogy, even though that's not Wii U port, like I mean, Metroid
Yeah.
Prime Trilogy was on the Wii U though, not in HD though.
Hmm.
But I would do Pikmin 3, but also like a Pikmin Trilogy 4. Whenever that game comes out, which is gonna be probably never, but like,
HD Zelda
gee,
remakes. Honestly, they should put Twilight Princess HD again on the
Wind Waker
Switch,
HD.
and
I would
Wind
want
Waker
Wind
HD.
Waker.
I mean, they could put
Yeah,
that in like a bundle, both of them, because they both gotten.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's funny. There's like almost like no Wii U games though. Like I mean, there's like probably what like 30 that you can.
Hmm.
I don't know. That was a drought generation. That's all. Like there's not a lot left that they've already.
Hmm. But yeah, I think that is gonna do it. I don't really see any more questions. We got all the questions from the Discord as well. So yeah, we could probably wrap it up. This was actually a really good podcast. We had a lot of stuff to talk about though. Like
Yeah, for
this was a
sure.
good month. We had a lot of Smash stuff because with the direct, and then obviously Let's Go came out, so we got to give our impressions on that and everything.
Yep.
But yeah, December episode, I really don't know what we could talk about besides Smash. Like that's just gonna be
Well,
like
there'll be the Game Awards, Smash Bros, and maybe a Nintendo Direct
a
because like
direct in
those
December. I really
no
don't see a
direct in
direct.
no direct the week after Thanksgiving. You know how like there's those rumors that are going around.
Oh, I don't believe.
Yeah,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't
But
either, but it's still a possibility.
yeah, it could happen.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the next. I think it's just gonna be like Nintendo following their usual formula, and the next direct will be in like early January.
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
So yeah, and we can play Smash with the viewers. That would be kind of fun.
yeah, we could probably
Yeah.
do that. That would be cool. I mean,
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe one day in the future we could just have like maybe like viewer questions. We could do that live too. Like we could just have viewers come into the Discord or something and talk with us.
yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that'll probably do it. We can probably just go in Discord order, give our YouTubes and where we can find us, all that good stuff, and then probably wrap it up. So yeah, I'll just go first. You guys can find me right here on this YouTube channel, Arrow. I talk about mainly Pokemon stuff, Pokemon news, and Pokemon rumors and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to get my Let's Go review out tomorrow, so you guys can look forward to that. But I talk about other stuff too, Nintendo news, Smash Bros, that kind of stuff. And you can go and follow me on Twitter at Actual Arrow as well. That way you can get featured in videos. I usually take people's comments and stuff from Twitter. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep. And you can find me on Endgame the Cube on my channel. And next year will be really fun for like everyone here because of all the like Gen 8 stuff that's gonna be going on. That's gonna be a
Oh yeah.
very fun
Definitely,
hype
yeah.
train. And yeah, and you can follow me on Twitter at Endgame the Cube. I'm like live posting a bunch of like Pokemon stuff right now.
And yeah, I mean, you can find me on YouTube, on Twitter, RickPop420, Pokemon stuff for the most part. And yeah, that's just about it.
All right, we'll see you guys in the December episode. Bye.
Bye.
Yes. Bye.